don't give a shit what you did back then. But I do give a shit about what you're gonna do about it now. And if you really think you're you really think you're right, and you're confident that this Aegis fella is gonna cause a whole nother incident like the last one. Well, you got one old Tombstone on your side.
And one big Thunar.
And one tiny briar.
Karu kind of look up with a small
Where'd
smile.
that come from?
Well, thank you. Well, if we want to continue, then I guess we have only two routes, which is a direct confrontation with Aegis, or trying to find this informant of mine.
The last the last 2 to 3 direct confrontations ended up them dead. If I remember, because we confronted the leader of the tribe, and then he's dead. And then we confronted the duck guy, Lord Mallard, and he's definitely dead. I mean, yep. So I'm just saying, if maybe we're wrong, or maybe we're right, maybe we don't confront him this time directly.
As I've always said, haste makes waste.
What makes waste? What?
Haste.
Haste.
Haste makes waste. We don't want to rush blindly into this.
Haste.
Exactly why I want to find.
What would
this
it waste?
informant.
We're saving plenty of time.
Well, you see, Dunar, if we screw up the first time by rushing too far in, then we'll take
Oh.
longer to fix it.
Oh, I
But
see.
if we fix it the first time before we screw it up, then it will take less time because it's already fixed.
Has anyone ever told you that you might be as smart as Phelan?
On occasion, some people do. So, Karu, tell us about this informant.
Well, we normally meet in taverns like this, and while I pass by our normal meeting spots, and well, like I said, I don't know what I expected, but couldn't find anything.
Briar, can I have one of those chips?
I was looking for information about this guy we already didn't know.
Well, he was a member of the Fulcrum. He was about mid-rank amongst their numbers, and well, he offered to give us information in return for immunity and pardon. After we found out this information was good, we granted it to him.
And who is this individual?
Well, we mainly referred to him as by a code name, but his actual name was Graphis.
Graphis.
You have any reason to believe he would have stayed with the Fulcrum all these years?
Well, if they were able to put 2 and 2 together that he was the one who was giving us information, then I doubt he'd stay. But if he was able to stay clear of that, I have no clue. He might have just chosen whichever side he felt like would have won. What was the best? I don't know.
Well, 4 years. It's a long time.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I don't remember the last thing I did for 4 years.
Well, I know what
I
you're doing
do.
for one of them.
I guess I ate. That's
My last 4 years were glorious.
I would love to hear about your last 4 years.
Oh, you kind of know already. You see, when you met me in the city that is damp, I was there for about 4 years.
Oh, that's a convenient story, and thought I was going to have to cut you off for not to make time. But maybe we should spend more time on it so that we do not haste and make waste. As you
Fantastic
say, as
idea.
you say.
Bartender, bring me something frothy that smells like piss. I got a story to tell.
The bartender goes
Um,
like, "Ugh, will do." Gets a couple mugs together, pours them in, goes, shoves by a guy with pink skin, and kind of goes and puts down some mugs in front of you, and then walks away.
I guess we'll discuss our stories and potential places that the informant might be and where to look. If you want to give the other guys a chance, or no?
Sure, let's at least make a search plan at least,
Okay.
and we'll go and transition back to the others.
I'm assuming that dinner was ready when we got there.
Oh
Or
yes,
after a little
yes, yes. No,
It was great.
y'all ate food. It was delicious. The best
Oh,
home-cooked meal you've had.
for sure.
After eating,
Mom,
after eating,
it's so good.
after eating, food made by Julius for a while. This is heavenly. Almost incomprehensibly good. And so, you all had this nice meal as you're now all sitting around the dinner table as you're finishing the food.
Well, so, what's been going on around here, around home?
Elodie kind of stands up, starts to pick up the plates from everyone. Eleanor kind of leans back. Well, outside of starting to work with Aegis a bit, not much. It's been pretty much just the same old. I guess I officially started at the university, though that's probably a given.
Yeah. So, one second. Do we have any more ale?
He kind of looks toward Elodie here, shrugs.
I started drinking a lot more since I started working with these guys. Sorry, but
Well, I can look, but I can't guarantee anything.
that's fine. Anyways, okay, Eleanor. So, you can do magic now. How?
Okay, well, I say I can do magic. I can almost cast a spell. That's what me and Aegis have been working toward. I've been trying to at least, get either a spark or a twinge or something out of my hand. And I've been able to, my hand's gotten warm a little bit sometimes, so I'm definitely making progress. But mainly, with him at least, I've been working in alchemy and other such things.
Well, show me. Let me see.
Well, I mean, I can't really do it here. Like, there's really
Why
nothing.
not?
There's nothing to show.
I know. Just show me what you can do. How far and what you're able to try at least.
Okay. As he kind of shakes his hand a bit, and then thrusts it forward, trying to cast a spell, and you can tell he's really trying to concentrate and do something, but nothing really happens.
Can I roll Arcana? Can I feel the magic trying to flow through him?
Sure. Roll an Arcana.
This is my brother. I'm seeing how he's doing. Sorry, haven't got my dice out. 19.
19.
20 actually, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Ooh. So you kind of reach out to try to feel if there's anything going on there. and you can feel something there. Like it's like it would be the equivalent of like looking in an empty bucket and it being, seeing like small little bits of water in there. Like, yeah, you could. It might have at least once have been filled with water, or at least have the potential to be filled with water. But as of right now, there's like maybe a drop in there. It's damp on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
so
probably more
there's
but is it more so than like whenever we were, like when last time I would have been here with him? I
before
mean, it's
you
something I
like
probably would.
before if you tried like you would have never picked up anything, but now you pick up something. As though
I'm gonna
there's
take my
magic there, but it's so incredibly weak.
no. I'm gonna slap my mug on the table. Eleanor, I could feel the magic.
He's kind of
Holy
like
shit!
he kind of as he gives up. You felt it?
It's there. You got some ways to go, but it's there. That's monumentous compared to what it used to be.
I know.
Holy shit, man.
Thank you. Aegis was hoping that maybe by the end of this semester I could have produce something as a result. But I don't know. We're just past midterms now, and I can still only do this. So who knows what can happen?
Speaking of Vegas, what have you been working on for?
Yeah. I've just been doing some alchemy stuff, potions, other such things that, extracurricular that wants me to do. Mainly
What kind of stuff
in
though?
terms of research. I've been looking into trying to make a potion that would increase the magical capacity someone can have. Hence why that would be helpful for me. Because if I can figure that out, then I can drink one of those potions and maybe be able to do something. And so he said that he's recently gotten some stuff that might help me out a ton. But he hasn't told me what it is yet or shown me it. So
I'll look at Sin a little bit and look back. Quick question. DM question.
Mhm.
Was my research related to anything like that?
no, your research was more on like pretty much like the essence of magic itself, and pretty much hoping that research would help you control your own magic.
Okay, fair enough. So how have you progressed in your research then about this making a potion like this? Not something I've ever heard of, but
Well, outside of just extra alchemy lessons, to kind of get me up to the point where I can start diving into new grounds and research like this. I've gone through some of the more traditional means, so roots and mushrooms and things like that, to try to see if there's any combinations there. I found one that would, pretty much refresh your magical energy, essentially. I don't know how else to call it. So, you can recover faster. But outside of that, nothing that would increase or boost it. But like he said, he recently found some things that will help out with that. So I assumed that after, I just finished midterms, and so he was trying to hold off so I could study for that. So I'm assuming that any day now he'll get me started on that.
uh-huh. Has Aegis had you doing anything like not under wraps, but has he told you anything that you're not supposed to tell anybody else? Anything like that?
No. Why? You seem a little hesitant, or I don't know, just
When you go traveling, you hear a lot of stories and perspectives and rumors as you go.
mhm.
Some good and some bad. And so I'm just
Have you heard rumors about Aegis?
being cautious. Okay. Care about you, and I don't want you to get involved in something that you don't need to be.
That's fair. That's understandable. But I mean, hey, I got a pretty good head on these shoulders too.
I know you do. I know you do. You got a little bit more of the brains than I did, but
Nothing, at least nothing that's tipped me off that he's done.
when Aegis brings up that the stuff that he said he found, what is it? What's he said about it?
Oh, he just said he got his hands on some potential things that might be used in alchemy, or things he wants to explore the use in alchemy. I mean, he only mentioned it to me like last week. I asked about it, but he said we'll talk about it more after midterm. So, I assuming he didn't tell me details because he knew that it would just completely take over my mind, as you know, things like this normally do for us.
Take a long drink from my mug. Mm. Try not to get involved.
What do you mean?
Just trust me.
So just stop working
No,
for him?
do your research. But if he brings up these new things, and just
Do you know what they are?
just trust me, Eleanor. Just for now, at least. Okay? Just until I figured out a couple of things.
Are you hiding something? Like,
I'm just trying to make sure of some stuff that I've heard. I just want to check it out first, okay?
okay.
So,
I mean, I'll take your word for it, but don't really know why I'm doing something. If you
yeah,
won't tell me.
yeah, that's fair. But don't just. It's fine. Don't even. No, don't even. Don't let it consume your mind. It's probably nothing. So, but, anyways, I did hear just like talking like rumors and stuff that I talked about earlier. I did hear one. If y'all are not much of one, but I heard some people talking about it way out in the country. Have you ever heard? Have you or mom ever heard of the Fulcrum? That name ringing bells for you guys?
Anar kind of looks at Eldir, who looks at Phelan, then back to Anar, back to Phelan, shrugs. No, isn't that? Wait, isn't that the like stuff that happened like 4 or 5 years ago? Wasn't there like some big deal that happened with them?
I don't know. It's not something I really know anything about. So,
Hmm.
but something I heard the name while we were traveling and knew and heard that it was related in some way to Ninisar, and so I just figured I'd ask. You guys have been here, so
Well,
didn't
it
know if that was
obviously
something
seems
going on.
like a lot more things going on than we do, so we don't really know.
Fair enough. Well, yeah. It's good to be home, and I'm just gonna down the rest of the mug.
Yeah, sure thing. I want to kind of pass the table gently. Well, it's getting kind of late, and I do have classes in the morning, so unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to turn it in for tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Rest is important.
All right.
I'm proud of you for what you've accomplished so far, Eleanor. It's really cool to see.
Thanks.
You know, I hope that one day we figure this out, and then you can come along with me on my adventures.
Yeah, that'd be something. You know, at least I'd be able to, watch your back out there.
I could use it.
He'll dismiss himself and go off to his room.
Just kind of head in hands. I've been gone for too long.
Elodie, as she's just like washing the dishes, just. Well, I've seen that look far too many times on your face, Phelan. What's wrong?
I don't know, Mom. I really don't. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But
Say that's the look of. That's the what I call Phelan can't figure out a problem look.
oh, you're right about that. There's a problem, and I can't figure it out.
What's the
But
problem?
I've heard a lot of things that don't match what I think I know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not sure how to figure out which one's right. Because on the one hand, if one thing's right, then everything's fine. But if what I heard was right, then things could get ugly. And I
Mm.
don't.
So let's just say hypothetically that maybe it's something like this spell, right? You thought it was a good spell. You thought it was helping people out. But then suddenly some people are calling it a bad spell. And you don't know what to think. Because you thought it was helping people. But now you're hearing things of it hurting people. She kind of looks back. Am I right?
You're right.
Well, I don't know too much about magic, but what I would do is I would go to the spell itself. Ask the spell what it thinks it is. Is it a good spell or is it a bad spell?
Maybe, Mom. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's going to be that easy, but
She kind of shrugs. I don't know much about magic, so it's just my 2 cents.
thanks, Mom.
She'll kind of walk over, point out your mug. You done with that?
Oh, yeah, it's quite empty.
She kind of looks. I can tell.
Yeah.
You really have gotten out of your shell a bit.
Well, luckily this group of misfits is a perfect place for a misfit like me. So
Yeah.
works out when
Well,
you can trust everybody here.
I like them. Where did most of them run off to?
Do I know where they went?
Not really. You weren't outside.
No idea. I'll look into. I'll realize Thunar's gone too. My guess would probably the tavern.
Oh, well, she kind of looks back to the counters in the kitchen. I definitely have a lot more leftovers than I expected, so I guess.
I'm sure that I'm sure they'll turn up, but yeah, I think I need to go. I think I need to go to bed. Also, I looked this in. What the hell? I didn't know you were coming back.
Hi. Just had some work to do.
Okay. What did you do? Did you figure anything out?
A bit of this and a bit of that. Seems there are shadows everywhere.
Tell me about it. Alright, well. Probably just a conversation to have with everybody anyways, so. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. But thanks for food, Mom. I'm sorry for not writing sooner, so, but
No, it's fine. I'm just happy to see that you're alive.
yeah. But we'll be in town for a little while, I think, so.
Perfect. Well, I'll have breakfast ready for you in the morning. Looks back at the kitchen. Might be leftovers, but I'll have breakfast. As she walks
Perfect.
back to the kitchen, and finishes cleaning up. As Phelan, I assume you saunter off to bed.
Yep.
Anything Sin would like to do?
I think I'll just meditate a little bit. Just thinking on what it's like to be like back with the party, how I'm gonna address the conversation tomorrow, and just prepare myself and then go to bed.
All right. And then we'll hop back over to the other group. So,
So,
what's the plan?
so where did you say that you checked all of his favorite places?
Well, at least the taverns that we chose to meet up at usually.
Well, maybe
Though
he's outgrown
there's
drinking.
quite a few of those. Well, see, that's exactly why we chose him. He was a little heavy on the on the on the mug, if you catch my drift. But
Ah,
there are a few newer ones, so we might have found a new favorite
So he
place.
was fat,
That's one way to
yes.
describe him.
heavy on the mug.
Yeah.
Getcha. Understood. Tombstone will scan the tavern. Are there any fat men anywhere at
Roll
the tavern?
perception. And Thunar, if you would also like to scan the tavern, roll a perception as well.
That'd be an 11.
You know, D&D Beyond has to be open.
So looking around Tombstone, you'll see a lot of, I mean, it's just like your typical tavern goer. If you see quite a few larger people, one of them's slumped on the bar. Another one is like a few of them are sitting just chatting on a booth, and the rest are just scattered throughout the tavern.
Perfect. I found our guy. So we'll get up and start to walk over to the one that's like slumped in the chair.
Slumped. So the one that's slumped at the
Yeah.
slumped at the bar. All right. So you walk up. It's this man. He's kind of just like slumped there. He's a little larger, not like overly large, but you know, little on the hefty side, as he would probably describe it himself. And you walk over and you realize that it's a man with some nice pink skin.
Pink skin?
Pink skin. It looks similar kind of tone and style as the Raidan that you saw in the Minasaran Council. So you think he's probably from that nation.
I will kick his bar stool out from underneath him.
And he slumps to the ground and just like hits hard and he just slowly groans as he slowly moves. The bartender.
Alright, you. I get up in his face. Tell me everything you know about the Fulcrum.
As he slurs his words, he just
Don't play stupid with me, kid.
stench of alcohol just filling your face as he talks.
Pretend to be drunk all you what. You can't fool this girl. Can't fool this kobold.
The bartender be like, "Oh, careful with him. He's 37 drinks in."
Perfect. I'll take him out back. I'll clean up this garbage for you. I'll start dragging him outside.
Karu will see this and be like, "Tombstone, that's not to." Get up and start following you outside.
We never said where we were going. So
I guess it's just Mara, Briar, and Theodore at the table now.
got any more of them
Well,
crackers?
Theodore, Mara says,
Oh,
"What
yes?
was your plan?"
Plan. Oh, my plan, of course, yes. My plan. I have a plan, of course. Yes, I always have a plan. Theodore always has a plan, don't worry. My plan was to locate the informant using another informant.
Okay, and how would we get that informant?
Are there investigators in this town? You know, for hire, or ones who do it for fun, weirdly enough.
She kind of looks around. Maybe, but I don't think we'd find them here.
Well, of course not. Unless their suspect was here.
Uh-huh. Well, she kind of like gets up, pats Stoner on the shoulder. Why don't you take a look around and see?
Oh, where are you going?
Oh, I'm she looks to Tombstone, who's dragging someone
Still
off.
probably dragging this guy out the
really
door.
dragging as Karu kind of walks up, hands on hips, just like, I'm gonna make sure we don't cause too much of a ruckus.
Oh,
She
of
walks
course,
over-
yeah, that's plan A. I always thought you meant plan B. I'm sorry. I'll get up too.
and she starts walking over to the bar to start talking with the bartender.
Dunar automatically on plan B.
I
That's
thought
how
that was
often
all.
plan A. That's how
plan
often
A
plan A
was-
goes.
So
That's how
thought
often
plan A
plan A
was
goes well.
obvious.
Karu
I
walks
didn't think
up.
I had to explain plan A.
Karu walks up. Tombstone, that's not the informant.
Don't you worry. I got the guy right where I want him. He's cornered. He has no idea what to say.
The guy says.
See,
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't think he knows. I don't think anyone knows what he's going to say.
Don't you worry. I'll get some info out of him. Just drag him. I'll prop him up against the wall, like in the alley next to the tavern, against the tavern wall. And go, hey, time to wake up, and like tap him on the face.
Kind of like he looks around with very unfocused eyes, and they slowly start to like focus in on you. What's a lizard? What's attracting someone here?
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Yeah.
Good. Be the
You-
bigger person, Tombstone.
You've been. Did I just hear Thuna's voice in the back of my brain?
You turn around, you see Theodore like just like about 10 feet off, just looking at you, like smiling, like.
Think about the situation.
All right. Listen, fat boy. You've probably been in this tavern a while, eh?
I think he's found our informant. For the informant.
I reach my hand up and I go, whack, like straight across the face.
just whack him.
Yeah. I like open-handed slap him.
Oh, what was that for?
I needed you to sober up a little. Because I got a couple questions I need to ask you.
I'm perfectly sober for anything.
You start slurring your speech, I'm gonna slap you again. That's what I thought. Now, you've been in this tavern for a while. You've seen some
Mhm.
things.
Mhm.
Drinking a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
I need you to tell me. Have you ever seen a person who is a little bit overweight? I look at Karu and I was like, help me out here. I don't know what this guy looks like.
I think he had a mug.
Tim, you know what? He walks up. Have you seen an older fellow with a square beard, white hair? The drunkard just kind of thinks to himself. No.
How about I jog your memory? And Tombstone will pull out a little gold coin. That's probably another 5 rounds.
Mm-hmm. And then you just hear from the back, the bartender. No, he's done for the night.
We'll go to another tavern.
The first time I've tavern crawled before.
You seen him?
Older fellow. White hair, square beard. Kind of scratches his face. Still not ringing a bell.
Not tonight, but you ever seen him before, in general?
I've seen lots of old guys before.
With square white beards?
A lot of them with white beards. What makes a beard square?
Interesting question. I have no idea. I myself do not have facial hair.
I can tell you got yourself. He kind of like boops you on the nose. It's not quite this snout though.
Someone will cross his eyes looking at the spot where this guy just booped his nose. Take a deep breath. Alright, well that information was worthless. Looks like we're not going tavern calling. I'll see you another time, sir.
What if I told you that a lot of the older people like to go to the new taverns?
Oh. What can you tell me about these so-called new taverns?
Karu, did you check the new taverns?
Well, there's one of them. One of them's called the Sleeping Mink. It's lower energy tavern. A lot of the older people like to go to, because not as many wild ruffians like myself.
Oh, sorry. You called yourself a wild ruffian. I assumed that was a joke.
Ugh. Kind of sits there.
Hey,
You just.
so the sleeping mink, you say?
Mm-hmm.
But you haven't seen this guy.
I don't know who you're talking about, but if you want to find old guys, you'll find them there.
Alright, fine. Here you go. Give him a gold piece.
You take it, look at it very fondly, then pocket it. Pleasure doing business with you. As he'll slowly try to get to his feet, but stumble a few times trying to get up.
What do you say, Karu? Can we go check out this sleeping mink tavern?
Well,
Sounds like it's new in town. Maybe this guy got a liking to it. That's his new hangout.
yeah, lead's a lead. I don't see why not.
In my experience, drunk guys don't really filter their words. So sometimes they make the best informants.
That's true. I've gotten some information by, I guess
Giving him
wetting
a
their
roofie?
tongue a little bit. Yeah. No. wetting their
Oh.
tongue a little bit.
definitely haven't done that before.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well, let's get to this sleeping mink and figure out what.
Yeah,
what's going on.
poison's more my style.
As he says, the car just walks away. I'm sure it is. Oh my gosh. All right, so you leave and you kind of you walk down the streets a little bit. It's getting later, so not a lot of more people are out on the street, but some of the taverns are still a little more lively, and you come across one that's titled the Sleeping Mink, and inside, like, the tavern you just came from and some of the taverns you pass have been like music playing, a bunch of chatter kind of bleeding out of the walls and the door of the taverns, but you go up to this one and it's very quiet. But the lights are still on inside.
Ah, this one must be for the old people.
Now, Karu, my first instinct is to go up and kick down the door and go in guns blazing.
Kind of looks at you questioningly. What do you think this is? Do you think this is a raid? No, we just want to go in there and talk.
Which is exactly why I ran it by you first.
All right, then how about this? We walk in, assess the room, and then split up and try to talk and find some information.
Alright, yeah. I'm not really feeling in character for investigating right now. I need to. Hey, say, Karu, you got any hats on you?
Any hats?
Yeah, like a hat, like some of the little fuzzy things you put on your head.
He kind of looks at his cloak. I have a hood.
Can I borrow that?
Takes off his black cloak and just
And Tombstone will
gives
like
it to Tombstone.
drape
And
the
it's-
cloak over, put the hood on,
It is so
and like,
oversized.
and the only thing sticking out is like his little like snout.
You had like the tip of his snout, like it's full like Kermit mode or whatever from the. You only see the tip of his snout as it's this oversized cloak around him.
Go. I got it. Perfect thing. Perfect cover. Ask me who I am.
Tombstone, who are you?
Get this. Whoa. No, don't ask me who Tombstone. I'm not Tombstone. Ask me who I am.
Who are you?
Name's Limestone, private investigator. Spell lime with EYE, lime for the eye, private eye. Limestone, private eye, investigator.
Nice to meet you, Limestone. Let's get inside.
Perfect. Dunar, who are you? Who are you going in as?
I was going to go as Dunar. Is that appropriate?
No, Dunar. Listen, we're going undercover.
Oh.
That's why I put on this disguise.
Yes, okay. Well, then I shall be Punar once more.
Perfect. All right. I'll walk in quietly.
So you slip the door open, and inside, think of it as like you're either like the medieval equivalent of smooth jazz, just like a few people kind of just plucking on some instruments off in the corner, playing some pleasant music, as you see people sitting just refined in this sort of lounge area, sipping on drinks as they're reading various books and papers. A few hushed conversations here and there throughout. And indeed, most of the patrons look to be older. Karu
And I walk
begins
up to one of them.
scanning around. He's like, "Well, I can't say I see him, but can't guarantee I'd recognize him either. So let's go. Like, let's split up." And as you,
Is there anybody like playing cards or anything?
there's a few people playing some cards, but shortly after you enter, one person like in a nice kind of black vest with a nice white shirt underneath walks like, "Welcome. Uh, would you like a private area, or would you like to seat where you would like?" Karu says,
Name's Limestone. I'll just find my own seat.
Certainly, certainly. And are you all together?"
Who, these rapscallions? Certainly not. They just happened to follow in behind me.
Well then, I will leave you to it. If you'd like a drink, please grab my attention. I'll be happy to bring it to you.
Oh, yeah. And I'll just like kind of wander off towards one of the tables playing cards. May I buy in?
Kind of like look up to you. We're not really gambling, but
What you playing? What are the stakes?
stakes. They kind of look at each other.
And more importantly, where are the stakes? Where are the stakes for these gentlemen?
the like server just kind of looks at you like, "Steaks?
Oh, I'm sure you've got food at this establishment.
Yes, we have nice charcuterie boards."
A round of whatever that is for the table.
Okay. And you'll hustle off into the back.
Gentlemen, how are we doing this fine evening? I'm myself looking for a good game and some good conversation.
Kind of look at each other. "Well, you can certainly join us after this one. Um,
Name's Limestone. Nice to meet you. What are your fellas' fine and proper names?
um, I'm Silas, and this is Raul here."
Hey, Stylist Raoul. I came into town. I'm from out of town, obviously, but I came here long ago, and I used to have this old buddy who played cards with a bunch. I figured he might be in one of these newfangled shops. Getting old these days is hard to. But I was trying to look him up, and I was wondering if you fellas knew him. Name's Graphis.
Graphis.
Yeah, Graphis.
Um, can't say I know the name. I looks around, don't really talk to many people around here.
Older guy, white beard, squarish.
He looks
Maybe
around
irregular.
looks around at the multiple people who are older with gray hair or white hair. That really narrows it down. Thank you.
I'm just. It's no big deal if you don't know the guy, but I mean, I was just in town trying to look up an old friend.
The server finally comes back and he puts down a nice like wooden little slab. On top of it is various meats and cheeses, a few, vines of grapes.
Anyways, to the cards, a gift, the charcuterie, whatever this is it's for y'all as a gift, introduction, friendship,
Oh well,
an olive branch per se.
thank you. Raul. The other person just kind of looks at the board and looks back at Tombstone. And, why?
What do you mean? Well, I'm confused by the question why. I feel like I've accurately explained my old self.
Why us?
Well, you fellas look like you're having a fine time over here, and I was you know, eh,
As one of them kind of lays down their cards or I guess Silas lays down his cards and Raw is kind of slumped his shoulders a bit, and they begin collecting again. Would you like to be dealt in?
absolutely. Give me a hand.
Okay.
What are we playing?
We're playing Bridler's Bunch. As he starts shuffling the cards.
Bridler's Bunch. Bridler's Bunch. In all my long years, I played a card game or two. Remind me which one's Bridler's Bunch. I'm sure I've played
Not
it
to
before.
worry, it's
Quick
easy to
overview
learn.
of the rules. Oh, yeah.
As they start shuffling and dealing out the cards. Thunar,
Hmm.
what would you like to be doing during this?
I will repeat this thing over and over again. The first thing that I will, so I don't have to go through the pain of this. I will walk up to the first person I see.
Mm-hmm.
I will bend over to them because they're probably seated, and I'm
Well,
quite tall.
Look up quite concerned, seeing this large individual leaning over them.
I'll smile at them. I'll say, "Hello, I am Bonar. Has anyone here ever been old and/or had a squarish white beard?" Old or squarish white beard.
Yes.
Oh, good. Which one?
Looks around at like the multiple older people. All of us?
You all were old and had a squarish white beard?
We're old. Not sure how many of us have had beards. There's a few over
Beards?
there who have beards, and you see a few with
No,
beards.
have had beards. You don't have to have one now, but you've had one ever.
And he looks and he like points over to the people like with two people were kind of like having a hushed conversation amongst each other,
Oh,
and they have beards.
thank you. I'll walk over to them. Hello.
And
Are their beards white?
Yeah, as you walk up, you're like, and I just don't know what's going on. I mean, people just keep this. Oh, yes. Who are you?
I am Punar. You see, I am looking for an old friend. Have either of you ever had a square white beard and been old?
Well, I don't like to call myself old, but I've had a. Then he kind of scratches his beard, and I've decorated myself with many different types of beards in the past.
Ah. Have you ever tried the square one?
Define square.
It comes down like from your ear straight down and it turns and goes to your chin
I might have
and
tried that
turns
in the
back up.
past before.
Ah,
Well, if I don't like it, I don't wear it any longer than when I first look at it. So,
okay. Well, we're going to play a game. What is the first letter of your name?
you could just ask my name.
Oh, what's your name?
My name is Phallus.
Sorry, did you say phallus?
Phallus. Sorry.
I was, I was gonna say what a name that is.
Well, Mr. Phallus.
What was the name? What was the name I was looking for?
Graphis.
Graphith. I was like, it's not Phallus. Graphith. Do you have a brother?
Somebody says Phallus is the only name you can think of.
I had a brother.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was his name?
His name?
Oh, I get the feeling I'm going to the wrong rabbit hole here.
His name was Terrell.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm looking for a man named Greffis.
Hmm. Can't say I know that name.
You looked like you had a 2-syllable name and rocked a variety of beards, and in your day. You're still going, though. I couldn't call you old quite yet, so I just wanted to double check.
Well, thank you. You were correct. I have sported many types of beards, and my name does have 2 syllables. So,
Thank you for helping me. Is there anything that I can be of service to you for?
um,
A
I'm
lot of weird
fine.
stuff these days.
Yes, very weird things happening nowadays.
I'm gonna pull up a chair.
Here, pull up a chair.
Just sit on it. One time I saw these weird things in the woods.
Yes, yes.
Another time, people, I don't know where they went.
Yes, people do that sometimes. People do tend to do that. Yes.
You ever seen that?
People disappearing.
Yeah, that would be a huge concern. I mean, I myself, would concern myself with that.
Well, it's funny you mention it because, well, I've heard some. You see, I run a trading guild, and well, I just so happen to be hearing about strange disappearances in Minnesota.
In NSR?
Yes, yes. It's the strangest thing. Some traders, some merchants, even just normal, regular travelers, just citizens going about their, going from city to city. They'll be traveling, and all on the same roads. Some people disappear, some people don't. We don't know what's going on.
So, in between cities or in NSR?
I mean, we've only heard reports on a few.
Oh,
At least
yeah,
my
on
guild
the-
has only reported a few.
between cities and NSR,
Yeah,
but
between
not
cities,
like
but
in the city. Like, am I at risk for walking down the road?
shrugs. Who knows? Strange world out there these days.
That's what I said. You guys make a lot of sense. Say, I'll get around for these guys. Yeah.
Kind of like, we're good, thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, then I definitely don't need one if you don't even. Oh yes. Is that all you've heard? I mean, what?
Like I said,
Oh.
I just heard about this today. I was telling he points to the person, gestures to the person sitting next to him. One of my trades fellow guild leaders about it, so that he's also informed. See, he's part of the farming guild, and well, we want to make sure that trading and farming go hand in hand. I just wanted to make sure he knew about it.
Well, now you've got me worried. I mean, what if my long lost friend has disappeared?
He
I
very
haven't
well
seen
might
him in
have. Who knows?
me and certain people I know have not seen him in 4 years.
Well, if you want to make sure that people don't take the road from here to the Barrow Woods or from here to the port city.
Okay, the port and the woods, off limits for safety.
Well, I mean, unless
But they could not take me. Surely
sure.
not.
Kind of looks at you. Well, they certainly wouldn't be able to miss you.
Oh. Oh no. Thank you for your time. You've certainly frightened me some. If you see my dear friend, find me, and I'll just walk off.
Kind of like he just that wouldn't be hard as he turns back to the conversation. All
We
right,
could do this again.
as you continue, Tombstone. They have explained the rules 3 separate times.
Like I said, I was on the ship of the pirates, fighting off the Kraken. Oh wait, we were talking about the rules, right?
Yes. You see, when a pair is played, then that means that I must also play a pair. If I have no pairs to play, then I draw 2 cards.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah. Totally got it.
And so that's what happens during the first part of the game. The second part of the game, we now have to accumulate the sort of rankings, right? The hands by which we have.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
tracking 100%.
Okay. And then he'll continue to start to slowly explain the rules again.
And then goes Tombstone kind of abruptly says, "Well, fellas, this has been fun. Yay. I really have to be going now. It's you see, I'm old, late bedtime." And I'll stand up and walk away.
And then you just go and reshuffle the cards and start dealing it out again.
Hey, I will be back in just a little while. We're gonna FaceTime my mom and them for my dad's birthday this evening, so I'll be back in a little while.
Cool.
Tell him happy birthday.
Bye.
So I guess you can all somewhat reconvene in this sort of lounge area as you all get together, including Karu.
Okay.
Well, found anything?
Yes. I used my professional disguise self as Punar and determined that there have been disappearances on the roads to the Baru Woods and the port.
Really?
No way.
They said they might capture me. I said that was impossible, but and then they said they wouldn't miss you, and I said, I'm a little worried now, especially with all the trouble I've been having with my magics and What did you find?
Well, I found that while a lot of people with square beards do come in through here, none of them are named Graphis, but also not a lot of people interact with each other in here. It seems more of just a place to relax and talk to people you already know.
The man who told me that was right there, and he had rocked a square beard at least once in his life.
That's fantastic.
His name was Falfist.
Good to know. Tombstone, did you find anything?
I learned about 25% of the rules to a game that I still don't know how to play.
All right. Cool.
And I left them with a check for a charcuterie platter, which I ate 75% of.
I can only imagine during the entire time they're trying to explain the
They're
rules. You're just-
explaining, I'm just like munching on it.
by the way,
It's like, no, please, you have some. And then I pick up another piece.
Let me tell you about this time I was on a pirate ship.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how.
Anyways, they hadn't seen graphics. Although I don't know if it was just me or like the name. I don't know. They said no, I haven't seen graphics. Like they're hiding something. I don't know. Could have been just that was just my intuition. I really have no idea.
All right. Then, I'm sorry, I forgot. Friar, was there anything you'd like to do during this?
No. It seems that there's nothing here anyway, so I don't want to waste.
Okay, fair enough.
I was gonna ask the bartender about something, but then I was like, it doesn't.
Always ask the bartender.
Yeah,
Go
do
for
that.
it.
Do that.
Okay.
It's a very important one.
The bartender is the one that knows everybody, so I feel like he's
Big
the
brain.
one that would know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll
Yeah,
approach
Do
the
the only
bartender
logical
and-
thing that the other two illogical people would never do.
Well, I figured Karu would do it.
Somebody has to be the voice of reason here, Briar. Somebody's gonna do it.
I'm sorry. I was like, well, Karu didn't find anything. I'm sure as heck not gonna. Okay, so I'll go up to the bartender and I'll ask him if he.
Would you like something?
I'm not exactly here to order. I was just we're looking for a man named Graphis, and I was wondering if you had heard that name before.
Well, seeing as though I am a older gentleman, my memory is quite jogged. It's quite empty sometimes, though it can be loosened.
With money.
Something that can smooth the tongue or loosen the tongue.
Do you want me to buy you a drink? In your own
I guess something that can be used to loosen the tongue, like money. Yes, money, please, gold.
Oh, okay. Well, you said no the first time, so are you sure?
Officially, I'm not supposed to take
Okay.
things like this. You see, being a server in such a refined location, refined establishment, you hear a lot of things. And it's almost expected that I kind of like keep my mouth shut. But I've also learned it's a good side gig.
How about we come up with another deal, depending on the value that your information has to me? I will pay you to match it.
Well, see, then that risks me or you underpaying me. Because I could give you critical information, but if you just act like it's nothing much, you could pay me 1 gold when it could be worth 20.
Listen, I'm a woman of my word, and I'll even slide you 10 right now, so you can have that no matter what you give me. But you could double that, or even triple it, quadruple it, depending on the information you have.
A down payment, so to say.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay, I give him the 10 gold.
Takes the 10 gold. You're looking for a man named Graphus, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I've encountered him here.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, he quite likes to come in the early afternoon. I guess early
How
evening, late
often?
afternoon. Oh,
Early
maybe once or
evening, late
twice a week. Always comes and orders the same thing.
Okay.
Yes, in fact, when he walks in, I immediately make his drink, walk it over, and no words need to be exchanged.
Do you know around what days he comes?
Oh, well, I would expect him to maybe come tomorrow if he keeps his routine.
Okay. I will be back
No.
tomorrow.
If not, then he always comes 3 days from now.
Okay. Well, I will be back tomorrow. And if he is not here, then we will come back 3 days from now. And if he is here, then I'll give you all of the gold in my pocket.
Sounds like a deal.
All right,
And
I'll shake on it.
I hope it goes without saying, but you did not hear this from me.
Of course not. In fact, I don't even remember what we were speaking of.
In fact, I think you ordered a drink.
Yes.
We were discussing this drink I've never heard of. And ultimately, it was decided I cannot make that drink, for I do not know its ingredients.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Gives you a nod and then turns and walks back to attend to some other people.
I put my shoulders up and back. I'm excited. I'm walking back to the group.
At this point, Tombstone
Bless you.
had just finished talking about what he said. Briar, what did you find?
Someone, not gonna name names, gave me a bit of a lead and said Graphis could be here tomorrow around late afternoon or early evening. And if he's not here tomorrow, then he will be here 3 days from now.
Well then, do you want to come here tomorrow, or do you want to just wait till the 3 days?
I say we try tomorrow. No harm in trying.
Okay.
We could always do both. Don't have to pick one.
I agree.
You could also ask the other fellas what they think about this discovery. I'm sure old boy Fireface might want to know.
Ouch.
All right.
And the one who did the fire facing.
Ouch.
That would hurt more than the fireball.
Your vicious mockery. I take a d20 of damage.
All right. So, what do y'all do now?
If we're heading back to tell the boys what's going on, we can do that.
Okay.
As we're walking, I just look at Karu and I was like, Karu, this cloak is wonderful. Where'd you get this? I gotta get me one of these.
He goes. He kind of like gently, or just like grabs it and just pulls it off of you. Well, if you would certainly like to know, as he throws it back around him and clips it back on, it was a cloak that I used as an errant knight.
It's a little less cool now, I think. I figured the Arid Night cloaks would be like filled with secret functions and stuff, like make you turn invisible and crap.
Oh, the cloak is filled with a secret. It was me.
I'm not quite sure I understand. Anyways, it was the fabric was quite complex and stuffed and ooh. Yeah, I really do gotta get me one of those. You're gonna have to hook me up with the Arid Night supplier or what? I can pay good. I'll pay good money for one of them cloaks. So let me just put that out there.
Well, the next time you run into Cyril, I'll be sure to let him know.
Oh, there, my guy. He should have hooked me up, 100%. Guy and I are like this.
And so you start walking back, right? And you're just
Mhm.
walking. It's getting later and later, so the street isn't too busy. When suddenly, Karu stops walking, and I need all of you guys to make a perception check.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
23.
10.
Everyone in that group or everyone period?
Everyone in that group.
Okay.
Dab,
Oh,
dab,
and
dab,
that
dab, dab, dab.
Failing and
Natural
sitting at home like something
20!
feels wrong.
So Tombstone, you also heard this about the same time Karu did. And it was like
Tombstone's nostrils flare, start like
yeah,
sniffing
you
the air.
smell it too, right? And so it was like this kind of like, feet on rock, kind of very like quickly, as if someone's darting. You hear this and you start smelling. And you've smelled this before. It smells almost like a cat. When suddenly,
No!
ton-
No, you did not!
people burst from the
Uh-oh.
side alleyways as you quickly realize you are surrounded.
Oh.
Some have knives drawn, some have like full short swords, some have like small crossbows or bows like pulled ready to throw at you.
What are they?
And walking up from behind one of them, jumping onto another shoulder, is a white cat. And he's like, well, took me long enough to find you. As Percy the killer, rather, is sitting on one of their shoulders.
Well. That's a lot of whales. Never thought I'd see you again after we left that city that's damp.
And well, interestingly enough, I didn't want to see you again. But a bounty's a bounty.
A bounty, you say? No stranger to that. How much are they asking for my hide?
enough to drag me out of that cursed place and all the way to Ninasara. Oh, and by the way, and he pulls out like a small little card and throws it to the ground in front of y'all. Thanks for the paper trail. As a small little card, handheld, kind of flutters down in front of you all.
Can I pick it up?
You can pick it up, yeah.
Okay,
It's
can I read it?
It's a nice little business card
Oh, it's a. What does it say?
for someone named what? Crimson, was it?
Yeah.
Just says Crimson.
What does a business card say, Briar?
Oh my god. It's like for all your assassin needs.
What your assassin needs. What's it say?
Contact Crimson.
Contact Crimson. Is there like a phone number? Contact Crimson.
I don't know.
I have no idea who the hell this is. I'll toss it back.
He says, "Thanks, Crimson," as he looks toward Briar.
I look behind Briar.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't see anybody, Briar. Do you?
I don't know.
Ah, you
Cats
must
have
have
really
the
good
wrong-
eyesight, so.
I don't remember making this business card.
Tombstone is red, so.
Do I remember
Crimson is
anyone? I
a cool
remember-
code name, though. I might think of adding that to my list.
How do you know it's code name? There could be a guy named Crimson hiding behind all of us.
I don't
I'm
know.
the only one here that's red. Clearly, it must be talking about me. I don't know who did me a favor by making me a business card, but I have done several assassinations in my time.
I've
what?
heard of a very dangerous assassin around these parts named Crimson, and he sounds terrifying.
Anyways, I don't need to keep our friend over here waiting. He's looking for a scuffle. And
no, trust me, I don't
if
want.
there's one thing you know about Tombstone is he's down to scuffle.
A cat fight.
Oh, trust me, I don't want any sort of trouble here. I'm only looking for 2 people, all right?
Two.
Oh, two.
Yeah, it's the lizard, and then points to Briar, and then you.
In.
I happen to like those two people. You cannot.
Yeah,
You found
well,
them.
tough-
Good job.
Yeah,
Bye
well,
bye.
tough luck, buddy. Okay, all right. So,
Well, I've had a lot of tough luck. I don't like
Can
it
I
anymore.
ask one question before you inevitably make me meet my demise? Who put out this bounty on my skin?
oh, well, who'd you think? You burned down his manor.
I burned down a lot of manors.
You what?
No, Lord of
Remind
the-
me.
Sounds like you've
City
got a
Lord
bad
of
manner.
of Damfield, Lord Dobody.
That was like a
Oh,
long
Lord, nobody?
time ago. Why send the bounty now?
He's not over
No, he
it.
put the bounty then. It took me that long to find you, nuts.
You're terrible at your job. My
Well, it doesn't
God.
help when you go halfway across the whole world in like half a second. I swear, I hear reports of you from the Highland Empire 1 second, and next
Trust
thing
me,
you know, you're in the
trust me.
tribal lands.
If I could avoid doing that, I would definitely do it.
Well, don't worry, you don't have to suffer it ever
He's not
again.
lying. Don't worry. I knock him out every time.
Well, don't worry, you won't have to suffer it over again. So I'll
You
give you
what?
I'll give you I'll give you 2 choices, all right? You could A, give these guys over, right? And nobody has to get hurt. Or everyone gets hurt.
What is your name? Again, I've forgotten. Yeah, we're not that important.
He looks
Tunar,
over to like
Tunar,
one of his
Tunar.
henchmen. Was he in the bounty? I think he was in the bounty. I think we have to kill him too now.
Wait, I thought you said nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, okay,
If-
well
if
if
we
you
hand
if
this
you talk
over.
down to me like that, then you're gonna get hurt.
Tunar.
I'm
Let me
obviously
introduce
not
you to
talking
my
down to
dear
you.
friend. My dear friend, Percy the Pussy.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a rough name. Are you sure you want to go with that?
I
Do you
am a
have a better
cat,
idea?
but
Do you have a better name? Perhaps you want to go by?
Percy the Killer. All right, I killed.
Oh,
So
people.
like-
we knew him down in the city.
Well,
That's
I see.
damn.
I see.
Percy
I
the
understand.
Killer.
I understand.
Oh.
He-
You know the guy who killed
wait.
that guy? He points at Tombstone. Yeah, still don't know how you're back.
Did I meet this guy the first time? I don't remember.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
Oh, I'm
everyone.
starting to
I'm
remember.
pretty
Oh
sure
yeah, yeah.
everyone met him. Yeah.
It's just to clarify, it's not killer like killer of wrongdoing people, or it's just the killer.
It's the killer because it's fun. That type of killer.
I didn't want to do this so soon. Ah.
Sure.
Everyone you hear draw bowstrings draw a little more, and some other people kind of shuffling as you reach for it. Hey, listen, buddy, I don't want to have to kill you too, even though you did just call me a coward. But that's fine. I'm going to let that slide.
What are you going to do with those two?
Well, I either kill them here, and then bring their head to the body, or I bring them to the body, and then the body takes their heads. Most likely, I don't know what he wants to do with them.
Oh,
That's his
goodness
problem from there.
gracious.
But
Both of them?
yeah, both of them.
Doesn't really sound pleasant for me.
did
I
she
think
do?
it would be fine if Tombstone.
I
Got
think it'd be
his
fine
head
if
cut
Tombstone went and got his head cut off.
It'd be really hard to bring my head back because there won't be one.
What?
Can I have his head when you're done with him?
What?
If you don't take prior.
Listen, that's a question for the. Y'all are stalling, all right? What are you gonna do? Let these guys
No,
go?
I'm not
Is this
stalling.
guy walked up to us?
No, he just perched on one of his henchmen's
Okay.
shoulders, talking.
Have any of the henchmen come within 10 feet of Tombstone?
No, they set up the original surrounding perimeter, and they've
Okay, I'm just
They've-
curious.
What are the henchmen? Just men?
people. Various different races, but just
All of you whose last name is not Killer. I would go home if I were you.
they all just kind of look at each other.
I think it's pretty telling when a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 individuals
All right, let them loose.
is surrounded and feeling confident.
He goes, let them loose as arrows begin to fly.
Cool. Start running at them.
All right. Roll initiative.
Let's
Cool.
go.
Shit.
Ouch.
Dang, it's been so long. 13.
And I know after this I would go back to the other group. So I guess, Sin, is there anything you want to do after a good night's sleep? Jumping forward in time a little bit. Gonna guess that's a no. Alright, let me find this character sheet I made that I should have had pulled up earlier. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
What? Bland combat?
There he is.
Brand.
I'm about to disembowel some people.
Real.
I told everyone
Alright.
whose last name wasn't Killer to go home.
So what was
I
the
wasn't going to
initiatives?
hurt them.
What were the initiatives?
Last name is Killer. That's ridiculous.
What do you
That's
mean?
so
ridiculous?
good. That's so funny.
Thanks.
Y'all have me giggling tonight.
Alright, so
It's
what
been a
was
while.
what were the initiatives there?
2.
2?
I rolled an 8.
my-
13.
Okay.
Y'all got this. I believe in you.
Thank you.
I wasted my natural 20 on the perception check earlier.
Yeah, you
so-
only get one per night. Unless you use
That's-
weighted
hey,
dice
that's
like me.
That's not true for me.
That 20 prevented y'all from getting ambushed, sneak attacked.
Yes.
Oh. Nice. Well,
Well
I got a
done.
23. So.
What was your initiative again? 14, you said?
13.
13.
If you want to put it as 14, I'll take that.
Oh my gosh, I miss not having my dice. It was so easy to just pick up a d20 and roll it.
My dice are hanging up on my wall.
Mine are in a box.
Cool. All right. And Thunar, you had what?
2.
That's right. And then Tombstone, you had 5.
As in bicep.
2 of these suckers. Lightning.
No.
Tunar and Punar.
Oh my gosh.
Red and Bob.
Oh shoot, I forgot Karu was here. Oh, this is gonna make this combat really fun for me.
Briar's just like, who's Crimson?
I love the image in my head of Thunar looking back and you looking back behind you too was gold.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
Do you imagine the things like from the point of view of your character all the time?
Me?
Because when I
Yeah.
because I looked back and I imagined myself like leagues taller than Briar. Just like, Briar, do you see him?
The fact that it was definitely delayed too. Like Tunar's just like, where am I? I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. Like, who's she?
I imagine Tombstone like looking up at Thunar, like standing close to him, like doesn't see his face whenever he's talking to him. It's like the massive pecs, his like broad
yeah.
shoulders.
The shoulder pads and all that kind of stuff. Just like,
All right. You know what? We don't need a battle map for this.
oh.
How many of them are there?
Oh,
At
no.
least like 8 of the henchmen.
I don't want to kill anyone whose last name ended with wasn't Killer.
Don't worry, I will.
But Karu will draw some of his knives and immediately try to dodge the way out of these incoming arrows. Briar, it is your turn.
How close is Percy to me?
I'd say you could get there within a turn of movement.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to him if I could.
I'm back. What happened?
Cast
None of your business. I'm just kidding.
Got ambushed.
blindness on him.
Cast blindness?
Well, actually,
You remember that guy Percy the Killer?
cats can see in the dark. I don't know if that counts. Blind is different than dark.
Magical blindness is blindness.
Yeah,
Blindness.
it's
Yeah.
Blindness,
like
blindness.
blindness. Like, yeah.
Cats, do they listen better or do they see better? I'll make them blind. It doesn't
Make
matter.
him blind.
I'll
Do
make
it.
them blind. I'll cast it.
What's
Pet
the-
him, like
what's
touch
the
him on his
DC
little
for that?
head. It is a Constitution saving throw of 15.
And so what are the effects? If failure save?
You can blind or deafen a foe. Choose one creature that you can see within range. Blah blah blah. If it fails, the target is either blinded or deafened for the duration. At the end of each turn, the target can make a Constitution saving throw. On a success, the spell ends. So
Okay.
it's 1 minute.
Gotcha. So with near unparalleled speed, Briar shoots forward, dodging these arrows. Is it a touch spell or is it just like a cast?
I think it's just a cast as long as he's within 30. Yeah, it's a
As you see this,
within 30 feet.
as this magic kind of courses through the air toward, as it just slams into Percy, as he begins, I guess, pawing at his hand, or not pawing, because he has appendages. He has his hands. He starts pretty much clawing at his own eyes.
Good.
And being like, just like, "Dad, what you doing to me? I can't see anything."
Okay. So then, as my bonus action, I will cast my bardic inspiration on Tombstone. I'll say, he's blind. Get him.
Sick.
Sick 'em, boys.
You know, I feel like a really good flavoring that would be awesome, depending, if the setting of the campaign was correct for like casting blindness, would be you just have a giant flashlight that's like 5,000 lumens or whatever, and you just go.
It's just pocket sand.
It's just a flashbang that you just hold in front of their face.
It's DVD.
Hey, yo, you see they have
Pallet.
D&D in DBD now.
Huh?
They have Dungeons and
DBD and
Dragons in
D&D.
DBD now.
They
Oh,
put
yeah,
Vecna
Vecna.
in.
Oh,
He's pretty
that
busted.
goes in DVD. That's the end of my turn.
Cool.
I'll run as far away as I can from the rest of these people, or I guess higher up where the archers
So would you like
are.
to like break out of the circle that they formed around you?
Yeah, if it. Yeah.
All right, then make a
Yeah.
either an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
That's really funny. Briar just runs up, goes, guy, and she.
Natural 20, baby.
Then you break right through it.
Whoa!
Wait, hold on. I
Yeah!
have to make sure that they don't also roll a natural 20. They rolled a 2, so you're good.
Yoo-hoo! Just like Thunar for real.
So you
Carter, I
break
do
out of
not
the
like that
circle.
image you sent funny and haha funny. I do not like that.
I'm telling you, I just when Nate's like computer brightness gets high, you just see a face behind him.
Don't like that.
I think it
Look at
looks
the picture
more
I
like
sent.
It's like,
I
what's
saw the
going
picture you
on?
sent and I don't like it.
All right.
I can't see it.
So then the
'cause it's
hench
drawn on.
people, henchmen are gonna go.
the friend.
Because you drew it, I can't see it.
I am not rolling well today.
Good. Keep it that way.
So 17. This is who does a 17 hit anyone?
Uh,
Oh.
well,
Yes.
who were you aiming for, buddy?
This is like a bunch
There's
of
tons of archers.
yeah, like
Did
just
you
a,
meet
like,
count?
Didn't hit me.
you do
Did
not
we
count
count?
because you got out.
Yeah!
You got
Yeah,
woohoo's
it
that?
hit me.
Okay.
It didn't hit me, no.
I love how bro says, oh, I'm rolling terrible tonight. Does a 17 hit?
Well, because there's supposed to be 2 volleys, but it was just one, and the
One
other-
out of multiple attacks.
and so, okay, then take 4 damage if it hits you.
Yep.
As some arrows start to fly. Tombstone, you're now. It's your turn.
Imagine I just like catch an arrow in like my hand and like it's scraping through my hand is like dealing the damage, and I just like crunch the arrow and I go like crack my neck either side, like draw the halberd, and I like look at this cat and I will charge him. Just lower the spear and go get him. All right.
Go get him.
He's blind, right? So that means I have advantage on attacks against him.
That's true.
First strike. I didn't even roll at advantage. Let's roll again. Yep, I'll take the 22.
That will hit.
For 8 points of damage.
Let's go.
Then I will roll again. 23 for 10 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
And then, guess what? Action surge.
Oh my god.
2 more attacks. See, that's another 22 for 5 points of damage. And another 23 for 8 points of damage. And then I will use my bonus action to hit him with the butt of my spear, of my halberd.
Go for it.
An 18 hit
An 18 will hit.
for 3 points of bludgeoning damage with the back of the halberd.
26. It's 34 damage. That's what I'm tracking.
Seems about right.
Golly.
And then I'll just kind of like, I'll back up 5 steps and just like lower the spear, like the halberd at his throat. Like, so if he comes now, like I move just out of range, and he shouldn't get an opportunity attack because he's blind. And now if he moves forward, he'll run into me.
What was the DC for the blindness?
15.
15. Okay. So he's gonna be wiping his eyes and start to blink a little bit as he looks at Tombstone and just like, "What the hell, man?"
You came to kill me. I'm unkillable.
And he'll look around, and then he'll kind of scramble up the shoulders of one of his henchmen whose Briar just brushed past, and then go off and jump between some shoulders of the henchman and go running off into the into an alleyway.
He's running away?
Looks like he wasn't a cat after all. He was a chicken. And you know what they call me?
Swing my axe.
The Chicken Slayer.
I didn't even get to swing my axe and I kick a can or something, a rock.
We still got all these archers to wipe out. I don't know what you're complaining about.
No, well, goodbye. Your last name's not Killer.
Oh. I heard heavy metal dice roll.
No.
What?
All right. Dunar, it's your turn.
These guys aren't leaving with their main guy.
No, they're still fighting.
Fine then, they can be stupid. These guys are with a guy named Percy the Killer. They must be killers. How does a nat 1 do?
Unar is conflicted on whether or not their last name is Killer.
And I rolled
Ah, well.
intimidation so they go home at the one I was swinging at for missing. Like, he kind of snarl at me, you know. Like, I didn't mean to miss. I just given you a warning shot. Can I do that?
Oh, just like give like a warning swing or something.
Oh, that was my warning shot. Yeah, I had a nat 1.
Sure.
I would like to roll intimidation, maybe.
Well, was your intent a warning shot?
No, but I can recover from the miss by going.
By pretending like it was a warning shot? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah.
roll performance.
That would have been much better. 6.
6. The guy just kind of scoffs at you as he.
I hit him again. 15.
15 does hit.
Great. Yeah, that's 4 damage.
All right, you get a good hit into him.
That is my turn.
All right. Then Karu's gonna try to take out a few of them.
Forgot Karu was with us. I'm so glad he's here.
That's gonna hit, and that's gonna hit. Okay. All right. He cuts down one person and then throws a knife into someone else who kind of takes it, and he keeps going. That'll be his turn. Briar, back to you.
Cool. So these little archers, you said there was 8 of them or 7 of them? Like, was it 8 people that we were fighting total, or was it?
Oh, it was
8
like
archers?
I wrote down there were 8 people in total.
Okay.
About like
so there's
probably
like...
5 of them were archers.
Oh, okay. How many of them would you say? Okay, I'll just tell you what I'm planning. I would like to cast my Cloud of Daggers spell,
Okay.
and it's 60 feet. Cube. It's 5 feet on each side. 5 feet on each side. Sorry, the range is 60 feet.
Okay, I was like,
5 feet on each side. And I just want to hit as many of them as I can. How many am I going to be able to
so
hit?
5 by 5?
Yeah. So are they farther apart than that? They're
Mm.
probably farther apart than that.
Well, no, they're like shoulder to shoulder, but it's
Oh. That's good.
The
5x5 space is one
5
person.
By, yeah, 5x5 is how much a medium person takes up in
Ugh.
space.
Dang it.
Dang, bro, 5 foot wide person's wild.
That's crazy. Okay, in that case,
I mean, if she centers it in between their two spaces, it would get both of them, right?
yeah.
True. So I'd say you could get 2.
Okay.
Didn't realize we were fighting Kingpin out here.
Would it how far away has Percy ran? Like, would it be in my head feasible for me to run after him?
He ran off into a
Alley.
alleyway. Roll a perception
Okay.
to try to figure out how far he went.
Natural 20.
Are you okay?
29 to be total. to be exact.
So you saw him scurry off into the alleyway, but thankfully to your dark vision, you could see a little bit more as you saw him go in, kind of turn, and then start trying to like scale the wall of the alleyway to get on top of the building.
Did he look injured?
He looked
Like
injured,
bad?
yes, but
I'll leave him alone for now. I'll cast my cloud of daggers on I say for now until he comes back inevitably, I'm sure. I'll cast my cloud of daggers on two of the little archer people.
Alright, so-
and
roll that damage.
okay. That's 6 damage.
Nice.
And that's I won't do anything for him. Well, actually, can I hide somewhere? Is there anywhere to hide around here?
Yeah, you could try to hide behind an alley, hide in an
Okay.
alleyway or something.
I want to do that. Stealth. Dirty 20.
All right.
I'm done.
Very cool. Oh no, hold on, I've been added. Oh no. Okay, now we're good. Phew. Okay, so that is your turn. All right, then now the henchmen will take their turn. I'm assuming a 8 does not hit. 22. Does a 22 hit?
It hit me. You trying to hit me?
Yeah, obviously this is for everyone.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
All right. And those who would hit take 4 damage.
I have a question.
Yes.
So again, with the cloud of daggers, they take the damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time, or on a turn, or when its turn starts there. So
Oh, it would. Yeah. So roll damage again,
okay,
because their turn did indeed start there.
12.
12.
Kill him.
Yeah, those 2 drop.
Nice.
I mean, this is with most spells, you know, because all magic is, you know, fake and stuff. So, but like, just imagine just out of nowhere, just a bunch of daggers spinning just appear out of thin air.
Just a kitchen knives.
Knife NATO.
Kitchen
Alright.
knife splendor.
Knife
Let me
made.
make a movie about that.
All right, Tombstone, it's your turn.
Sick. I want to go after this biatch that's running away. Do I know where he went?
You saw him go into the alleyway, but that was it. You can try to. You could also roll a perception to see if you could figure out where he went
I will do so.
inside of this dark alleyway.
Have you used your bardic inspiration yet?
I have not.
You have that too.
What
Oh,
is it?
you
Is it
might
is
not
it a
need
D,
that.
is it a D6? I mean, I might.
Hold on, let me check. It's a D8.
It's a D8. I think I'm just gonna use it anyway because he might be hard to spot.
Okay.
Gotta use it. So that's gonna be a 31.
Dang.
So similar to Briar, you saw him go into the go into the alleyway, and as you kind of peer through the darkness, because you've spent a good portion of your life in an underground city, you can see
Yeah, in
pretty
caves.
in
Mhm.
caves and whatnot. You can see through some darkness. You see Percy similarly as he kind of scrambles up the side of this alleyway and starts running, kind of on like a small ledge back toward you all in this dark alleyway.
It look like he's getting ready to like jump.
I mean, he's just scrambling along, like running along like a cat usually does on a high surface like that.
Okay. But he's like running back toward us,
Yes.
right?
Oh.
Okay. I think then I would like to position myself next to Briar. If I can get over to her.
Okay.
Maybe through the gap in the wall that she created.
Right. Also, there's 3 people dead, so the wall is somewhat
Yeah.
crumbling.
And then I will take the dodge action.
Oh. Okay. Let's go. All right.
And just kind of prepare. I'll kind of like plant the back of my halberd in the ground and like get ready to duck and dodge and weave. That's my turn.
All right. And what does the dodge action do again? It's disadvantage.
It gives disadvantage on attacks against me till my next turn.
All right. Very cool. So now it is Percy's turn. All right. And oh wait, shoot, never mind. Hold on, that one doesn't work. Wait, no. Yeah, I did that wrong. That's unfortunate. Tombstone is a 14 hit.
14 misses. Just barely.
Ah, that's another 14.
14 just narrowly
Coming
misses.
out, he leaps from this ledge in this alleyway toward you, Tombstone. But he misses. And then he tries to get an attack in on Briar, who's also chasing after him. Does a 14 hit.
Does he enter Tombstone's
Oh,
radius?
no.
No. So
Saving
then
it. I'm
he,
saving it.
he misses
Okay.
as well. And yes, he entered your radius.
Oh, don't worry. I'm waiting. I did not make a strike against him as he entered my attack range.
Oh, you're saving your reaction. Okay. So it makes an attack at you all. As he then misses twice, clinks off some armor, misses completely, or barely rather, and then he scurries off back into the.
I don't think so. I would like to make my strike as he leaves my combat radius. Sentinel, bitch.
All right,
That's a 21
a 21.
for 11 points of damage, and his speed is now 0.
Dang, son.
So he's staying put.
Wow.
I just reach out, and as he turns to like leap off, I like take the the hook part of the halberd, and I just yank him back and like drag him onto his face,
Oh god.
and then I like.
All right, Dunar, it's your turn.
Tunar?
Dunar.
Oh, I forgot it was Tunar, not Punar. I was literally, alright. I will strike again.
Just at these
Oh, you
seconds.
get a 10? Does a 10 hit? Yeah.
A 10
He
does
said
not
yeah.
hit, unfortunately.
Okay, well, how about this one? How does a nat 1 do?
Oh my gosh.
Aw.
Dude, it's the crit! No, that one does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, well, that's my turn.
Oh,
Dang.
Ouch.
Carter's rolling just as many nat ones as I am nat 20s tonight.
It fits the character tonight. It fits the character tonight.
He's not trying to hit them.
That is so true.
He's in turmoil. He's also have a lot of things going on in his head. Fighting has always been sweet release for him. Today, it is not.
alright. So, Tombstone.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you, I'll say this. Tombstone and Briar. Both of you suddenly start to feel a sensation kind of within your brain. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
No.
Natural one, no.
No.
Okay, hold on. I have inspiration. I will.
I rolled a 10.
No.
Okay, hold on. A 16.
Are y'all in the dark?
No,
In the shadows?
no. I was hiding. And Tombstone came up to me. So. 16.
A 16?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I can. What does that mean? I can add half of my proficiency bonus rounded down to any ability check that doesn't already include it. So that wouldn't be wisdom, would it? Can I do that?
That's an ability check, not a saving throw.
Okay,
Um,
I'll leave it.
so, Briar, you kind of get that sensation, that feeling, but you kind of, with a little bit of effort, shake it off and get back.
Oh, you know what? I have inspiration as well. Let me roll that again.
No!
A 10 was still my best one.
Oh, no! Tombstone, as you
Mhm.
just hooked Percy and pull him down into the ground, you look at him, and suddenly you feel a bunch of guilt.
Aww.
You realize
He's a little guy.
it's just a little kid, just a little kid. This is like, why am I doing this to him? He's a friend.
I can't believe I've done this. Percy, my friend, are you okay?
What?
I do not understand why we're fighting, Percy.
I said, what are you talking? And then a voice from afar. It's like, don't worry, Percy, I got you. And then Percy's like, oh, okay, yeah, here, hey, buddy, come with me.
Yes, of course.
It's like, and he goes like, okay, we'll get the other one later. And starts walking. As you kind of walk deeper into the alleyway, you see another familiar face. Tombstone, as you kind of walk down, you see Herschel, who is the person that y'all met also in Damfield, who also was the one who told you about all the stuff with the Starlight Shard, I believe, down there.
Oh, Herschel was the one who got pissed at us because Tombstone died.
Yes.
Yeah. Because of Sin. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because of
Um,
Sin, not Tombstone.
Because Sin died. So you see him there. as you they escort him.
While
deeper
this is
into the-
happening, can I please call out for help from Thunar? And Karu?
Sure, that's a free action.
Yeah, I'm just screaming out for him. I need help, and I'm not letting them take him. I'm running after them. I know he doesn't understand, but that doesn't matter.
All right. Karu is going to run into the nearest alleyway that he sees. It's actually in the opposite direction, but you see him run to the alleyway, and then quickly
Am I running there?
fall into step right next to you, Briar.
Good. I'm
As-
just gonna point, and be like,
Can I run?
Yes.
Tombstone
should.
likes the cat.
may.
They're friends now. I don't understand.
Dang it.
All right. And now it's the henchman's turn.
If only I was here.
Some more arrows are gonna come your way. I'm assuming an 8. Does an 18 hit any of you?
Them in the
Not
alley?
you, Tombstone.
Yeah, it beats it.
All right. For those who do take damage, just take 8 damage.
8. Jesus, dude.
All right. Tombstone, it's your turn. Hold on, let me see. Is this a...
Is there a saving throw?
To remain charmed? I don't think so. But I don't know.
A lot of times you get to make a saving throw if you take damage, I think.
Yeah, it's all about it. You have to get hurt until you or your companions do anything harmful to it.
Don't worry, I'm gonna smack the frick into him.
So, boys, where are we headed? We were on nasty terms a while ago. I want to formally apologize for my behavior.
Yeah, shut up.
Tombstone's mouth opens and closes like he wants to talk, but then can't.
As they're running, Herschel will be like, "Jeez, Percy, we just made him a friend. What do you want to make him angry at you already?" No wonder a lot of people don't like to hang around you.
Question.
Yes.
Do I not go right before Tombstone?
You did. I
Am I
skipped you. I'm
lost?
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
completely
worried
skipped
I
you.
was the confused one.
Sorry. You're right.
we were sitting there having this conversation right before we took off.
Exactly. Exactly.
Also, on my turn, I'm running up, so I don't know how long during their turn I would have gotten there, but, you know.
Okay.
If they stand around and talk forever, I'm getting there.
Right. All right. What would you like to do on your turn?
The guy that showed up,
Yeah.
that came up or whatever, how far away is he from me? Can I reach him?
Like with your hand?
Yeah, like can I get within melee range?
If you dashed, maybe.
Okay. Then I will bonus action dash. And
Yeah, it's a range.
I'm going to.
Okay, yeah, you should.
Huh?
I was just thinking because I was like, the range for charm person is 30 feet, meaning at most he had to be 30 feet away from Tombstone. And you
Okay.
your dash definitely allows you to go more than 30 feet.
60 feet.
Yeah,
to be
so if you're
exact.
30 feet away, yeah, you'll be able
Okay,
to get
good.
to him.
Because my walking speed is 35.
Oh,
Oh,
so
you
I
get
don't
70
need the
feet.
dash.
70 feet.
So
'Cause
can
dash-
I not
yeah.
dash and get to him?
No, you can bonus action
Okay.
dash and definitely reach him.
Okay, but do I have to?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. I'm gonna use my dagger. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does not hit him.
Okay. That's totally fine. Well, that is all for me. I'm staying around that area. I'm just trying to prevent this from happening. Oh, actually, wait. Oh, wait, I can't do that yet. I can't do that anymore. I was about to be like, wait, let me
Right.
use
What
my
are you
luck
doing?
point. But
You're hurting my. You tried to stab this guy, this nice gentleman.
Tombstone, you're under a spell. He's not your friend.
Whatever do you mean? Everybody is Tombstone's friend. I feel like I could even be friends with the dragon right now.
Whoa, this is big.
Am I there yet? Do I hear this, man?
Maybe this is good for him.
Y'all be yapping a
This
bit.
is
I can run.
therapy.
Okay, question. You can say no.
Yes.
I assume I'm not allowed to use my luck point.
Why?
Because it says I have to use it before I know the outcome. But to be fair, I knew a 13 was not gonna hit. And I forgot I have my luck points. But this is a valuable lesson to learn. So I will not be upset.
I'll allow it.
Yippee! Thank you.
I'll pull a lot Wyatt and say,
Mm.
I'll allow it.
I'm gonna roll.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Do
I'm
basic
gonna do
thing.
it one more time.
I'll allow it.
Very
Dad,
plays
come
the
on.
spell rules as written.
Why not?
I'll allow it.
That's
me
not
use
how it
all of
actually
them.
happens, but that's how it comes off.
That's really bad. 15 is the highest I rolled.
15's
I
the
used
highest?
all of my luck point. Yeah.
15 does hit.
Yay! Okay, so that's 2 damage. Or no, 7 damage. Sorry, it was 2 plus 5. 7 damage, and then I get to do my sneak attack, which is 2 damage. And I also get to add, I can use a bardic inspiration to add, what's it called, psychic blades, which is 3d6. So let me see, which is 11. So I did 20 damage altogether. No, yeah, that's right, 20 damage altogether.
Shoot, 20 damage?
Yes.
Gosh. And that was with your dagger?
Yeah. Well, I did. Hold on. Let me scroll all the way down. I did 7 damage with the dagger, 2 damage with my sneak attack, and 11 damage with my psychic blades that I can also add on.
How did you get this?
You said
3d6.
You said 2 with your sneak attack?
Yep.
Your sneak attack should be at least 3 d6. Right?
I can look at it. I just
Well,
clicked
also,
the
how-
button
how did you-
under.
Oh, because Tombstone's right next to him. Does that count?
Sneak attack is 2d6, so yeah, I rolled 2 1s. It's 2.
Really? Tombstone's not her enemy, so.
But he's also not an enemy to Herschel.
I'm not
It just says
threatening
with.
the
Yeah, he's not
target.
hostile.
He's
so
also my friend, so I mean.
It just
I
says if
don't-
an ally is within 5 feet of.
Oh, I
that
thought
would
it
be a
said-
DM rule thing, I think.
Dang.
I mean, it's 2 damage, so it doesn't really matter. So you can have it. I'll let you have it.
I'm confused.
Because I thought that
I'll
rules-
allow it. Rules is written.
Well, because I thought it said that and a hostile
I'll allow it.
creature is within 5 feet.
Oh.
But it says if an ally, and he is your ally, so yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, what level are we right now?
She's
Nine.
also multi-classing though, so
Oh. That makes sense, because at 9th level you're supposed to have 5d6, so I was about to be like,
Woof.
yeah.
What's
Okay,
your
what,
multi-classing? You
20
only got
damage.
5d6.
So 20 damage.
Yeah.
All right, so you get that knife deep in Herschel, and he cries out in pain as you bury it inside of him.
The DM was not expecting that.
Also, he's technically not charmed against Herschel, was he?
Yeah.
Herschel's the one who did it.
Yeah,
Herschel's
Herschel's
the one who
charmed. So
cast the charm.
At this point, Tombstone almost
Oh wait,
like
it's concentration, right? So when he, yeah, sorry, my bad. You're the DM. I'll leave you alone. Sorry,
as
I got excited.
as you see Briar kind of impale Herschel with her dagger, almost like a flame being snuffed out. You just, oh, wait a minute. that cat's not my
Well.
friend.
In a bucket. That cat's not my friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as charm person.
So
is
now it's my
influenced.
turn, right?
That was
Where's-
Briar's turn, correct?
Unar!
Yeah,
That was Briar's turn.
I'm done. So now it's now
Yeah,
it's
and then
Tim's
we
turn.
already did the henchman's turn because I accidentally skipped you.
Yeah.
So yes, it would be your turn now.
Just in time. I'd like to make 2 strikes against the cat.
Against the cat.
But first, they're both within 10 feet of me. I will let out a blood-curdling draconic cry.
Well, let's go.
Advantage on all attacks against the both of them until the top of my next round. And I will strike. 23 to hit the cat for 8 points of damage. And then I will strike again. 16 hit.
16 against the cat. Does not hit.
It's the cat. Misses. Perfect. And then I will end my turn.
So how much damage you do?
8 points of damage.
8. Cool. Alright. Now, Thunar. It is your turn.
Great. How far away are they from me?
You can get there within this turn.
Yay! Okay, I get there. And I injure the cat.
Alright.
Advantage.
Hit that cat. And you have advantage now.
Finally, maybe I won't get a nat 1. 14.
Oh, I thought you did
I,
get one.
I know, I saw his face drop. I was like, don't tell me he got a nat 1.
That'd been really bad. 14?
14 does
percentage
not hit
chance.
the cat.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him again with advantage.
Yes.
Cool, both attacks, yeah. Yes, natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
Bump the nubbies. Smite this fool.
Only because it's a natural 20, and I've got to get my game on. The damage from the axe is 18.
Oh, I'm ready to add this up.
The damage from the have we not slept? Jesus Christ, my spell slots. The D8s for Divine Smite? Yeah. From Divine Smite is a 12.
Gosh. Dang.
It's abysmally low for 4 D8s.
I mean, that's still 30 points of damage.
Oh, you see Thunar kind of like, yeah. Because this is the first time he's used magic so far.
He's the killer.
Well, I was just like, yeah, I use magic.
Nice.
I only did it on that 20. That is my turn.
Alright, and so as Thunar lands this blow into Percy, right? The blade of his axe burying deep inside of Percy's side. Percy's thrown to the side of the alleyway and slams against the wall, and as he does so, a little garnet that he had in his pocket flings out, hits the wall, and lands on the side next to Percy as he lays there bleeding. And the garnet is blinking, just like with a magical light.
Oh no.
As Percy.
Can I go dive on the grenade?
Percy just starts to like cackle or whatever. Just like just laughing. And you dive onto the garnet. By the way, we can drop initiative. But nothing happens.
I'll like look at it. Is it still blinking?
It's still blinking.
Pick it up. Look at it. Could have sworn this thing was gonna explode.
Eat it.
What is it?
That means you're all
Tombstone
dead.
will lick it.
Huh? Wait, what do you say?
So that means you're all dead.
Why?
That's a bounty gem. And I just gave it to every hunter in Minnesota.
Oh, great.
You might have been able to fight me off. You can fight off every other bounty hunter looking for 10,000 gold.
10,000 gold pieces. Finally, somebody puts a worthy bounty on my name.
I go over to revoke it and now heal you fully.
Kinda spits blood at you. I'd rather die fighting.
Suit yourself.
Well, dinner.
What was
I'm
that?
not-
What's
I mean, it's
happened to this Herschel fellow?
Yeah, where's Herschel out?
Oh, Herschel's sitting there. He is, like, leaning up against the wall, just, like, panting as he's just, like, shuffling away, trying to, like, he's very much hurt.
I want to
Yeah,
kill
no.
him. Can I? Am I allowed to do that? I want to
I mean,
die.
you can try, yeah.
Yeah. He's just mopily scooting away. No, 11 does not hit while he's Can I get advantage since he's so
No.
sad?
That's the wrong playlist. There we go. So you, what'd you roll a hit?
And 11, and then I said, "Can I have advantage?" Since he's like,
So like you like swing your dagger but miss a little bit or chink off his armor. As he falls back, he's like, wait, puts his hand out in front of him.
Hear him out.
yes.
I have nothing against you. Well, okay, listen. I just wanted to avenge. You killed my friend. I wanted to make sure y'all.
Who's your friend?
Okay, I mean, come on, it's Sin. You guys killed Sin, and
Oh,
He's
Sin?
freaking alive.
Sin's not dead.
He's very much alive.
what?
At least not the Sin that I know. Could be a different Sin.
Oh my gosh, this guy. How do you erase this bounty that your friend over here just sent out to everyone? Oh.
You can't. At least not from that
Great.
stone. We'd have to find a location of one of the, I guess, a bounty office or something similar.
Great. You're going to help us do that, and we will show you to Sin so you can stop being so sad.
Yeah, and so let's go to the place that's offering the 10,000 gold bounty where a bunch of bounty hunters are going to be, and we'll immediately see and try to take advantage. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see what I did to this kid?
First of all, I don't know about anybody else. I can disguise myself just fine.
Of course, I've
we
never
need-
been caught.
Oh,
I'll just borrow
Bonar,
Karu's
yes.
cloak again.
But we do need to get this either erased or just be on the lookout for the rest of our lives.
I'm no stranger to running from the law.
Well, I can tell you one thing. It's probably best to stay out of some cities for the time being.
The
So,
time being, cities.
listen,
I have business in most cities.
listen. I'm willing to help. You get out of the city. I can I can work my magic and convince them to pull down the bounty. Right?
Who's the one paying it? Was it you?
No, it was the Lord. He said it was dead or alive. So if I just make up something or bring some proof of that y'all are dead, you'll be happy.
Cool.
But
You're muted, Nate.
A
that's gonna
finger.
that's gonna take some time.
Or a tail.
So you'll need to
Tail.
stay out of the city for a bit while I work my magic. All
I
right?
think my tail's currently MIA.
Oh.
Okay.
And if there's anything y'all can give me that would help, that'd be great.
You don't have a tail?
No, I think I cut it off a while ago.
If not,
Maybe it's like
like he
it's starting
said,
to grow back now, but
I'm a con artist at heart. I can work something out.
I mean, there's not much we could do. We just take care of these low-life pieces of garbage one at a time when they come. Eventually, they'll stop showing up.
Sure. Yeah. Except 10,000 gold is gonna bring some pretty large heads over here.
I bet this Percy the Killer fellow thought he was a pretty large head.
He did.
We
He
have
was
to
arrogant
go
like
back
most,
to the
like everyone else.
tavern.
But
And look
Wait.
where that ended him.
Did y'all kill Percy?
oh,
I
Percy's
sure
dead.
wish.
Dead.
Oh, he's dead. I did not catch that.
I rolled a nat 20.
Yay!
So Thunar used magic on accident. Well, not on accident. He was really trying to, but he used magic.
Listen,
Good
Percy was
job,
Percy had an
Thunar.
ego. He kept this $10,000 bounty to himself, but I guess he'd rather see y'all at least try to be killed much more than getting the money himself. So he gave it to everyone.
He could have made such a great house cat, and this is the road he went down.
That's what I kept telling him. Anyways, my suggestion: stay out of the city for a few days. In fact, go to a different city. It'll be lay down, lay low, something like that. I'm sure y'all can
Is
find
Karu there with
something-
us?
Yes, I'm sure y'all can find something to do for a few days.
Who's the bounty for? Just them two?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as we can come back in 3 days, that's all that really matters then.
I can try to do that.
Okay.
As he gets back up.
I'm still confused how you found us.
Well, the cards certainly helped.
How
also,
does a piece of paper lead you to somebody?
it didn't lead us. It just made us, know what to look for. Hearing about a tiny kobold going around with some big Goliath, and then seeing one of those cards show up. Now we know to look for a tiny kobold and a big Goliath.
But you already do what those are that kobold and big Goliath. The business card thing is really confusing me. I don't understand.
Well, the tiny kobold made me realize you were still alive.
I guess there's not many of the tiny kobold variety. Are you calling me tiny? Are you calling me tiny?
Regardless, Thank you for sparing my life. I hope you're
Oh
saying
no.
the truth, telling the truth about Sin.
Yes. He is. Fortunately and unfortunately been around.
I'll do what I
Now,
can.
if only you would have asked instead of jumping to conclusions, we could have avoided this entire thing. Which technically he did die, but he is no longer.
Dead. He's no longer dead. He is
He
very
makes
much
a
longer.
great sandwich.
He is no longer dead. Not he is no longer.
He is very much longer.
He just puts his hand up. I need to go get this taken care of. As he points to his wound.
If you promise to help us,
You heal him. Ooh.
I will. Yeah, let me see if I heal him. I heal him for like 5.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I'll get to working. As he limps away.
Can I go over to the corpse of Percy the Killer?
Yes.
Good.
I only want one thing. I want his head.
Oh.
Okay.
No,
I
no,
want his
Tombstone,
head,
it's a
and
little
I
brutal.
want it on my halberd.
Oh my gosh.
That's a little brutal. Tombstone,
With his
I.
little claws. Oh, does he have a tail?
No, no. This is very
I
Yeah.
want his
brutal.
tail.
Right, you come
Look,
over and say, "Hey, can
killed the
you?
killer.
I'll butcher this guy for you.
No,
I'll
no,
pull.
we killed the killer.
I'll declaw him and
Yes.
give you his claws, and
No.
I'll take his tail.
Tombstone,
We
could you
killed
give
the
me this
killer.
guy's
We
tail?
don't need to maim him.
Karu just
Could you give me
There
this
will
guy's
be no
tail and his
maiming.
claws?
No,
I'm gonna
no,
make
no.
some jewelry.
Thunar, listen. This is for a purpose. This Percy the Killer fellow, bad
Called
dude.
recycling.
There's a lot of more people like him that want to kill us. But if we showed them a horrific display,
I don't
it
want to
will
carry around a horrific
it
display.
will stay away from us, and we will have to kill less people.
I don't
Or
know
in
what we're
my
going to do.
Or what
If
I'm
this-
hoping will happen, it will provoke them into attacking us. And then we will get to
No.
kill more people.
No. I just hope that this Crimson doesn't come after us.
That
Yeah.
would be bad.
I mean, Tuna, I'm not going to come after you.
No. He said Crimson was an actual name of somebody already.
Seems
But right
Oh,
behind
oh.
us, looking in the shadows. It could be you. It could be him. It could be me.
You c-
It
Tuna,
could have
Tuna,
been Percy.
you could be Crimson.
Well,
No, I am
Lunar could be Crimson.
clearly covered in white.
Tuna, I have noticed that you've been inside your own head recently. You've been acting
Oh.
strange.
No. I've been acting strange. Nothing strange about
Yeah. Sometimes you think really hard.
it. No, I'm still recovering from
It's
that.
almost like you've been a different person.
No. I'm not
Tunar,
Crimson.
I think you might have an alter ego named Crimson,
I'm cutting
who's
off
actually
the tail
a-
right now while they're
an
talking.
assassin.
No, I would never. I only kill when it's just. I'm Thunar.
But if Thunar was asleep when Crimson was awake, how would you know?
But Thunar would be tired the next day.
But Thunar's never tired.
Right, Thunar's never tired.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I need to lie down. Wait, what if? Oh no, I can't lie down.
Thunar, you don't have an alter ego. Don't worry.
Thank goodness, I didn't even know what that meant.
But
by
I
the end of
will
this
I will
part-
take
I will be very afraid if Crimson comes after us.
I'll take the head, and I'm going to find some sort of like box
And store
that I
it.
can put it in. And I'm gonna store it, and I have plans for it on the morrow. But now we need to go to sleep.
I will be
Probably.
wearing the tail like a little belt or a scarf, depending on how it fits.
Well, Karu says, kind of folding his arms. If we gotta leave town for a bit, I can think of one thing we can do.
Do share.
Looks at Dunar. Where did you say those disappearances were happening?
Oh yeah.
Ah, on the roads to the woods, the Bambor
Beru.
woods, Bambor woods.
The Beru Woods.
Arrow Woods.
Oh, it's the Barrow woods, and then on the road to the port.
Well then, I think we know where we need to make camp. As Karu
Any
will turn
preference?
around. Well, seeing as though I'm a wood elf, turns and looks at Briar, and she's a wood elf. Let's start with the woods first.
Aye, Captain.
We're going camping.
Yippee!
So y'all can leave the city. I'll kind of fast forward through this a little bit so I can finally shift back to the other people because that took a lot longer than I expected. I apologize. And y'all can make camp outside the city on the road to Beru Woods and sleep. So take your long rests, everyone who need it, including you and Sin and Phelan, because you also went to sleep. And in the morning, we'll be with Phelan and Sin. Phelan, you wake up to the smell of a nice breakfast.
I'm just kind of lay in bed for a couple of minutes, just kind of stare at the ceiling.
You smell you smell eggs, some bacon, maybe even some freshly baked bread.
After I'm gonna get up and get ready, and then head into the dining room kitchen area.
Sin, what would you like to do in the morning? More importantly, where did you sleep? And if you're talking, you're muted. You're muted in Discord too.
Sorry. My friends, my roommates are coming back in from the beach. That's why I've been muted.
Oh, okay.
So I would say that I slept outside on the porch, like if they have a porch.
Yeah.
Just under the stars. And then in the morning, around breakfast time, I probably just would have walked in. I'm still in my like halfling form,
Mhm.
so really don't want to just,
Turns about.
be
Yeah.
going commando, as the kids say. And I'll probably just make small talk with Phelan's mom.
Yeah. So walking is like, oh, you're up early.
Oh, you know me, a early riser.
I don't know you, but I do now.
Oh, well, my name is Sin. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Good. Nice to meet you too.
And what's your name?
I am Phelan's mother. My name's Eladir.
Oh, Eladir.
Yes.
You know, my aunt was named Eladir.
Really?
Yeah. But I think you're a much better cook than she was.
That's nice. Did you also have a cousin named Phelan?
No, I did not. As I hope you have no halfling blood in you, or at least I don't think Phelan's that short.
Oh, so you're a oh yeah, you said halfling, not changeling. Oh yes, no, no halfling bud in me or him either.
Well, I have several questions to ask you, if you would be so kind to answer them.
Any friend of Phelan is a guest to me. Please.
That's so kind. Okay, when Phelan was younger, did he
Mhm.
have any imaginary friends?
Imaginary friends? No, not that I remember. Though I don't imagine that he'd tell me about them.
That's fair. Can you remember any stories about like girl trouble, like having a crush on somebody, it didn't work out.
Well, I do remember this one girl. Oh, I forgot her name. But I think mother's intuition.
Mm-hmm.
I could have sworn he had at least some feelings for her.
Yeah.
And I think she did too, but bless her heart, I don't think Phelan noticed.
Ah. Well, no woman is good enough for our Phelan.
Mm, I'm still looking for one.
Oh. Well.
Holding out hope for one, that is, at least.
Do you want grandchildren?
I mean, I have no strong feelings one way or another. I would like grandchildren. I would like my son to make a family of his own.
So does she have the piercing blue eyes?
No.
So has Phelan's eyes always been like that? They're really pretty.
Oh, well, surprised you found that part of him pretty, I guess. Yes, his eyes, though blue, have a little bit of aqua in them. But yes, they've been like that. Most people don't notice. I'm surprised that you have.
Ah, well. Eyes are the window to the soul.
Indeed,
Do I
they
walk
are.
in during this conversation,
Yeah,
or?
you could walk in during this conversation. Oh, and speak of the devil, we were just talking about you.
Oh yeah. What about?
No,
I was asking if you had any imaginary friends.
Oh no. I never had any of that.
Hmm.
Anyways, being that I'm home, I'm not wearing my cloak at all. So like, normally
Yeah.
I'm wearing it with my hood up, but I'm not wearing my cloak at all since I'm home.
Well, breakfast is ready, so go ahead and get started. Looks like Alinar wants to sleep in a little more, so I'll go and wake him up.
Let me do that. Let me do it.
Okay.
I'll go in his room, and on the way I'll pass by my room. I'll have a little like firecracker on in my desk or something in my room, somewhere in there. I'm gonna light it, put it underneath of his bed, and walk out. Just like a little firecracker, just really loud, like. This is just a
And just
childhood habit.
from across the house, you hear, Phelan, no!
I'll just sit in the chair.
Eat
Oh, it's
eat
so
your
good to be home.
breakfast.
Oh, sons. I've never had a son, but I imagine they'd be just as inventive as Phelan.
Sinner even old enough to have kids yet?
That's a great question. Probably. I've
I'll be
never
honest.
really
I don't even
tried
know.
to have kids.
Rabbit hole don't need to go down to, but honestly, I don't even know how old you are, Sin. How old are you?
I don't know. It's not that time moves differently in Dampfield, but it's hard to keep track of the years. If I had to guess, I'd say somewhere between 18 and 32.
Big range, but fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
If I had
think
to
you'd
guess,
be.
if I had to guess like a precise date, I'd say like 47. I really don't know.
So between 18 and 32, but probably 47.
Probably.
Okay, fair enough.
If I had a past, I'd prefer it to be multiple choice.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, if you're 47, you're older than me.
Mm.
Anyways,
Well, I found out about your first girlfriend. But anyways, continue.
whatever I'm drinking, what? I've never had a girlfriend.
Oh. No way.
Mom, what are you telling him?
Okay, well, the bread's ready. If you want some bread, he gotta put some.
Is this fresh sourdough?
Mom, quit dodging the question. What is this?
It's bread. I just baked it.
You know what I mean.
Wow, does this come from a family mix?
I'm sorry. You're right. It's butter bread.
I just across my arms and where's Eleanor at?
I'm not sure.
Should we go find the rest of the group?
Probably
I mean,
be a good
after
idea.
breakfast, of course.
Probably be a good idea, but I'll go make sure Eleanor is awake and
So you knock on his door, or what do you do?
yeah, I'll go knock on his door. I'm sure that he slammed it shut after I left.
And there's no response.
Eleanor, you can't be that mad at me. I'll open his door.
And you open this door, and it's empty.
Real funny, buddy. Does it look like? What does it look like?
Just like beds made. He's just not there.
Is the window like open or something? Or
No.
Arcana check.
Roll it.
Due diligence here. It's a 14.
You reach out, but not much.
But it looks like he got up and made his bed though.
Yes.
I'll go out to back to the dining room. Does
So that's
Eleanor
that's when Phelan killed me. Oh, hey, Phelan. I'm kidding.
Did you wake up Eleanor?
So does Eleanor usually just leave in the mornings?
Is he not there?
His bed was made, but he wasn't in there.
Oh.
He was in there when I went in there and set the firecracker off, wasn't he?
You didn't know. You just like because you just put it under the door, right?
No, I went to put it under the bed.
Oh, I misunderstood. Didn't know he wasn't there.
Oh.
I was understanding that you like lit it and like slid it under
I
the
We'll
thought
door.
say
you
just because
threw it
since
under
all the
there.
other stuff, we'll just say I threw it under the door.
Okay. Okay.
So just so we don't have to worry about nothing extra. No, he's not in there.
Guess he must have headed out before I woke up.
Is that normal?
Kind of shrugs. Sometimes he goes out that early. Hmm. Might have wanted to get some work done before classes start.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna grab a piece of bread and I'll be like, you know what? We probably need to get going soon. Hold on. Sin, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go back, grab my cloak, and grab that, and then come back in and
While he does that, I'll go up and investigate his room.
Roll investigation.
yeah, I'm gonna go grab my
specifically
cloak.
looking for any trace of involuntary exit.
And so, Elodie will just kind of follow you and kind of hover in your doorway.
17.
Are you leaving?
I'm just gonna head to the college and go see if I can catch up with Eleanor. I don't know. Just something feels off after our conversation last night. So
Okay.
you know,
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
but just gonna go catch up with him and just go see what he's working on. But
Sin,
um,
you find nothing. No signs of forced exit or any signs of a struggle.
And I relay this to Phelan. Seems he left of his own volition.
you're sure she's at the college doing his work. I'm sure I probably talked more than I should have last night. I mean, he's like me, and like my mom said, like my mother says, just like our father. And then when we get an idea, we just kind of don't stop. So I probably spoke too much last night. And he's probably at the college making his own investigations, and so I need him to not get involved.
Involved?
Sorry. Forgot you were standing right there, Mom. Nothing to worry about.
Is this about the spell?
The spell?
What you were worried about last night?
Oh. Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay.
I don't want Alinar involved at all. For his own safety,
All right.
if I'm
Well,
wrong.
I had packed the lunch for Alinar, but I guess you can take it.
I'll take it to him. I'm sure he's just in the college, probably just left earlier than the rest of us, so he always had his things doing. But
Yeah. So
but
she'll follow you out to the door.
yeah, I'll grab some bread on my way. I'm gonna
Yeah. Gives you a small sack of food for lunch.
Okay. I'm sure we'll be back tonight, so I think
Alright.
we're gonna be in town for a couple of days, at least.
Sounds
So,
good.
but so we should be back. If we're not, no problem. Probably had something else going on. Had to stay at the tavern or something.
Yeah.
But I won't leave without telling you.
Good.
So, but okay. Bye, Mom.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye, Phelan's mom. I'll make sure he writes.
Thank you.
And
And
I'll
as
make my
As you turn
college.
to leave, she says, Phelan,
Yes,
be safe.
I promise, Mom. Love you. We'll see you later.
Love you too.
I was saying I love you to Phelan's mom, but I'm really just saying I love you to Seth.
When I finally get to decide I love him without it.
The real reason I play D&D to flirt with my friends.
And you start
Okay,
heading
I'll
off
walk
to
to
the
the
college. So you walk to the college. Everyone's it's just typical campus-like activity. Students walking around.
Anybody seem out of place?
No, I mean, looks pretty normal. You can either roll like an insight or perception, try to find anything out of the ordinary, but everything
Rolling
seems
uh, perception or insight, either one, same modifier. 25.
25. Jeez. I mean,
Almost unnaturally.
as you're walking up to the what's it called? To the um to the college. Yeah, I mean, it's about the time where people should be going from class to class or leaving class or arriving to class. So, a lot of foot traffic, but nothing really seems to be out of place. But you do know you don't spot Alinar, which to you, Phelan means okay. There's one place that he would be, which is, the
The study area.
Yeah, the
where
study
his
area.
retreats.
right
Yeah.
research area.
Well, I'll make my way directly there.
And so as you start walking, you're making your way directly there until you hear, "Oh, Phelan!"
Uh,
As you turn around,
turn.
and it's Aegis.
Yes, I guess.
I'm very glad to see you here.
Sure. What do you need?
Well, you see, I would. I don't know how long you're staying here, but seeing as though, well, there's nothing really assigned to the task force right now, I would certainly like for you to stay for a bit and help me with some of this research.
We're gonna stay for a little bit.
I'm not asking for much time. You see, because of the shards that we have acquired, I'm thinking me and you can really make some breakthroughs. Here, as because there's like people busting around. Here, here. Let's talk somewhere more private, shall we?
I will come to your office and speak with you in a moment. I'm actually looking for Alinar real quick, so.
Oh, I know where he is. Follow me.
Okay, sure. Cool.
And so you can follow him, and as he keeps walking, uh, he walks you into the what's it called? Into the research area that kind of that what's Aegis has kind of designated as like his area. Um, and there you see Alinar kind of like hunched over a book, kind of writing things down, messing with some potions and writing more things down.
I'll be like,
Alinar,
I,
you. Oh, sorry. Were you wanting to say something?
you're good, you're good.
Say, Alinar, someone's looking for you. As he kind of looks up and looks at you. Oh, Phelan. What's the matter?
Oh, you, you left early this morning. You hold it back. You left lunch.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Like I said last night, I had an early start to a day, so
Does he look like he's hiding something?
roll insight.
I'm sorry, he sounds like he's hiding something. So now one.
Nat 1. You know your
Dang
brother
it.
pretty well. And for the first time, you have this hunch that he might be hiding something. But it's just a hunch. You don't know. You can't tell if he's telling the truth, you can't tell if he's telling a lie. It's just it's weird. It's almost like these 4 years that you're not 4 years, however long you've been gone from here has just made it really hard to tell what your brother's thinking now. And then he'll say,
Hmm.
"Oh, and hi, what was your name again?" As he looks at Sin.
Oh, I'm Sin.
That's right.
Sin
That's
Salius.
right, because I thought you were one of my friends, or friends, but you weren't. Sin. Gotcha. Well, hi, Sin.
Hello.
Was the porch comfortable for you?
It was greatness.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Well, was there anything in particular you wanted?
Oh no, just wanted to give you lunch. I'm gonna go talk with Aegis for a minute.
Oh, do y'all? As he looks to Aegis. Yes, we would like to, if you could, please. Say, oh, yeah, of course. He closes his book, kind of gathers the small things that he has, and leaves the room.
As he's walking away, I would like to cast message to him,
Okay.
which it shouldn't scare him. I've done this. I would have done. I've done this to him before, because that's
Mhm.
what kids do. Right up. I'd be, find me afterwards.
And you get a whispered response of okay.
All right. I'll just kind of leave.
Phelan.
I'll leave it at that. Yes, Aegis.
Like I said before, the shards that we now have, we were making good progress before you left. And I feel as though if you came back and we continued our work with these shards, we could make complete breakthroughs. Call me optimistic, but I personally think you could control your magic within a year. Now, obviously, I'm not asking for a year of your time. I'm just saying I'm just speaking the possibilities that I see. You can work it for it a few days, even a day, and if you don't like the results you're seeing, or there's nothing promising, you can leave, and I would not blame you. All I'm asking is that you give me a try. Give it a try.
Aegis, I need you to level with me right now, okay?
Okay.
Are you a part of the Fulcrum?
Kind of takes a deep breath. My political leanings do not affect my thoughts on you.
I'm
Right.
gonna slam my fist on the table. God, I don't care if they don't have any effect. I still want to know. Are you a part of the Fulcrum?
You've been
And
talking
if so,
to your
why? I just need to understand. You are. I respect you very much. Have given me the life that I have now and the abilities the way that I can control myself right now. Okay, I owe much of my life and my control to you. Okay, Aegis. All right, so I think that you could give me just a little bit of honesty. And just give me an explanation, because I'm hearing a lot of things I don't know what to think right now.
Yes, I am. But I'm sure what you've heard about this Fulcrum has been very much overplayed or straight up false. See, I joined the Fulcrum because I believe in their mission, and their values, their ability to, or their desire to explore magic to its fullest extent. With the current regulations and the current laws that are in place from the Nasara, we may not even be able to know what's going on with you. Because the laws are in place to keep us safe. And I agree, they do keep us safe. But there are special cases when those laws should be relaxed. In cases like you. For instance, how can we not be sure that a new magical discovery can save lives if we cannot test it on lives?
You don't have to try to explain the research test to me. I understand that. Okay. I'm not saying that I necessarily disagree with that idea, but we're talking about the shards,
Yes.
not just some new random magical effect that we have. This could spell ruin for everything and everyone, and you know that just as well as I do. Yet you want to experiment with them.
Am I so
We have no
foolhardy
idea.
as to immediately use them to get my gains?
I'm not saying that you are, but the mere idea and the thought of doing this, do you know if any inkling of this or information gets out about this, we have no idea the extent that Epsilon has control. No idea the extent.
Epsilon?
We found some information in our travels that
Oh,
have made us we believe that is the name of this entity.
the one with the shadows.
Yes.
Trust me, I'm aware, and I've taken full measure to make sure that whoever knows about the location and the fact that we even have these shards have been vetted and are safe.
What is your plan? What is your no. What is the Fulcrum's plan for these shards?
Well, not all of the Fulcrum knows I have these shards. Because I do not trust all of the Fulcrum. My plan is to use these shards to discover new things and slowly and release that to the public. after the benefits that we hopefully find from these are circulated, I can then dramatically reveal the means by which, and hoping that that would give me the political edge enough to make some change in Ninasara.
These shards were hidden for a reason, and you know that they must go back to hiding.
And I'm perfectly willing to put them back into hiding if need be. But as of right now, I think there is much, much gain to be got from these shards. And I think you believe that too. Think about it, Phelan. Control.
You're using that against me.
I'm not using it against you. I'm showing you the possibility. One day. One afternoon. That's all I ask for. How about this? One session, one afternoon. If we don't find anything, I'll work with you to rehide the shards. Because they don't offer us anything new. But if there is something new, you will definitely have a role in deciding the next steps.
I'll look at Sin. I'm just gonna. One afternoon, Aegis.
One afternoon.
On one condition.
Yes.
Alinar stays out.
Why do you
You
think I
do not involve him.
Why do you think I dismissed him?
I know, but you don't involve him. Ever. I don't want him anywhere near these shards.
He will not even know we're testing.
Well, I'm of the belief that absolute power corrupts absolutely, so I am absolutely so in. This is gonna be fun.
I'm glad you think so. I think it's going to be a very productive afternoon.
Well, I think that, I mean, it's gonna get into the hands of Big Boy anyway, so we might as well know how to use some of them to fight back. And if you end up being Big Boy, then hey, we'll just have to kill you.
Okay. Very.
Well, there's no reason to be all mysterious about it. We have suspicions that you're the really evil person.
You think I'm Epsilon?
Yes.
Well, I guess he did. I did not think that, but the suspicions that you aren't necessarily
Well, they
on the
say
same side is true.
actions speak louder than words. So let me show you that I'm on that I'm on your side.
Okay.
He gets up and then opens the same doorway from before, where y'all go back down into the basement. Gestures. Shall we?
Haven't been let down to a basement by a man in a very long time.
This
Let's
happened
just
yesterday.
let's do this.
Time is relative.
So he
Have you, Aegis?
leads you down to the basement, down the dark stairwell, and as you reach the bottom, it's the same place that he took y'all before when he showed you the first time. It's this kind of almost, I wouldn't call it a cavern. It's like a carved out cavern of this like kind of really grand hall. It says, Phelan, did I show you the expansions, how much we've expanded last time?
No, you didn't.
Well, if you're interested, I'd be happy to give you a tour of the new rooms and
Sure. It's regardless of what you're trying, whatever might be trying to be done. I still do have good memories with research. So
puts his hand
yeah.
together. Fantastic. Well, and he starts explaining things, and he said, "You see the large kind of this entranceway almost. Uh, this is kind of this really large square-like room with a few hallways going out. And as he guides you through, he shows you like the main research area, the places for alchemy, the places for spellcasting, the places for, uh, I guess like tome and like spellbook scribing and reading. Shows you the library and all these really vast rooms with hallways. And Phelan, it is much, much larger than the last time you were there.
Hmm.
It's pretty much like an underground building now, instead of just like a basement.
Um, you meant it when you said expansion.
Yes, yes. And there are researchers and other people kind of busying themselves around. A few times, people will like look at you and kind of whisper to each other as they kind of point at you.
Do I recognize any of these people, or is it just kind of like seem like
No, just researchers and other people. No one you'd recognize.
gotcha? So nobody from like when I was working with him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, you might see like a few people you somewhat recognize, but
Yeah, yeah.
no one that like stands out like, oh, that guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess you've. This is quite impressive. I can't lie. Well, what kind of research have we been doing down here besides the objects?
Oh well, everything from spellcasting to potions to anything regarding magic is what I try to aim for.
That does bring me to bring up a thought in mind. How how in the world did you get Alinar to where he's at? I know it's not necessarily, it's not like he's casting spells, but there is magic in his grasp now.
Yes, yes. It surprised me too. I honestly thought that he would never even get an ounce of magic, but it seems like now he's gotten a touch of it.
How did you do that?
Well, a lot of it was him, just his sheer dedication he showed. He would often practice with me, and he kind of gestures everyone here, trying to learn and trying to get magic within his grasp. Uh, and then I also started put him on that project to try to make a potion that will boost someone's own magical strength. And well, slowly but surely he started making progress.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
can't really explain it.
Well, I hope that he comes to fruition for him one day.
I do too. I have big hopes for him. I mean, he is your brother after all.
It's very true, very true. I just hope that if he ever gains control of it, he didn't have to go through what I do. But anyways, let's move on. What else?
Well, as you kind of like finally return to the room the offers came in through, I think that's about it for the new places.
Very well, then. Where are you keeping them?
Kind of nods and gestures you over, and he goes to like his office area, and he'll like, please close the door. After you close it, he kind of reaches for underneath his desk and like pushes in something, and then he'll like create a small portal in his like teleportation portal, reach his hand in, pull something else, and then like a small part of the wall will like start to move downward, opening like a secret compartment. There he opens up a safe, and inside is a bright aqua blue glow.
Clever.
I thought so.
Well, you've had these for a while, so what have you learned so far?
Well, so far we've learned that wielding one does indeed uh, almost strengthen one's magical output. Hence what inspired me to put your brother on that idea. No, he doesn't know about him. Don't worry.
Mhm.
But yes, that was the first thing that we noticed. Secondly, is that things almost warp around them. It's hard to explain, but magic itself becomes very, while powerful, it's almost unexplainable. It's just something you have to experience rather than tell.
Does this match the experience that I had when I interacted with the shard in
No
the
clue yet.
Travellands? Huh?
It's a no clue yet
Oh, okay, okay.
because he said
I
like
didn't.
by his
I just meant. Yeah, I just meant like anything that he's saying. If it makes any sense with that, the whole warping idea.
I mean, yeah, it would track with, if you thought about it, yeah, it would track with what you experience as well.
Okay, 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 okay.
Although yours was not so much warped as it was like transformed or something. If that
Okay,
makes
okay.
sense.
I love this, and I know a lot more than he does probably. And I know probably about as much as he does right now.
But something that our researchers have described when either around or with these is they have a stronger grasp of magic itself. Which is why I'm hoping something comes from you.
For me,
From you, yes.
how am okay? Enlighten me. How am I supposed to?
Well, if they get a better grasp of magic, hopefully, if you use it, you get a stronger grasp of magic, and you'll be able to control it.
Okay, all right. Well, how do we test this then?
Well, as he picks up one of the shards, I guess take one of these and go to the spell range.
I'll hold up my hand with some like cloak or whatever to hold it in the cloak.
He gives it to you.
Hold it, kind of wrap it in the cloak, and then okay, I'll start leading the way to the spell range.
All right. And so you get there. Aegis ushers everyone out who's there to where it's just y'all three now. All right, Phelan. Now, I would like for you to cast a spell. But this time I want you to focus, right? Instead of drawing from the magic that you've done normally, try to focus on the shard. Draw from that instead.
Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Phelan's internal monologuing right now. Not monologuing. Internally fighting with himself on whether or not to actually try to use the shard or to just pretend like nothing happens so we can just hide them.
Well,
2 seconds. Yeah. If I do it low knot, 99. That's pretty high. I will attempt to cast Firebolt down the spell range, draw upon the
all right.
shard.
Roll that Arcana.
Roll that Arcana, baby. 14.
14. So, you've done this before. You did it in the tribal
True.
lands.
True.
And so you try to tap into it like you did there. And it's odd because before it was in the heat of the moment, adrenaline was running, you were desperate, and you were just trying everything you could to stop that ritual from happening.
Mhm.
But now as you do it, you're relaxed. And it's almost like it came naturally to you from before, but now as you try to like do it, it's kind of like hard to. So you're able to draw from it, but not nearly as like in the same way that you did from before. And as you do, not as clearly as you did from the last time, but like those small kind of strands or lines that you saw from before kind of start to emanate from it around your hand. And he goes like, yes, good, now cast it.
I will cast a Firebolt.
And you throw a firebolt. Roll me another Arcana.
15.
15. So you roll it, and as you roll it, you see one of those lines coming off from the stone kind of glow a little bit, right? Like as you cast it, and the fireball goes down the spell range, and now I need you to roll for your wild magic.
Oh. Lovely. Like on the wild magic table or the
No,
D20?
just the d20 for the wild magic,
Okay.
not the wild magic table.
4.
Okay, so you're able to control it from going haywire. Well, anything?
I mean, it's not a very hard spell. I usually can control that one, so I mean, it might have been a little easier, but
Try to push yourself.
okay. I'll try it again and I'll cast a chromatic orb this time.
All right. So roll me another Arcana, and I'll just do it for all the checks you're about to make.
11.
Total.
Yeah. Wrong dice to be using. Should have done that one.
What level spell are you
That's the
casting?
first level spell.
First level? Okay. So I'd say pretty much the same result. You see the same sort of like line, like a different, like a, not different, but like a, just because it's like constantly swirling and kind of. I will say from this time though, you do realize that like all these lines are emanating from the shard. As another one of them kind of glows a bit as you cast that spell.
When the line glows, is it just like the whole line glows, or is it like the glow comes to the shard or leaves the shard?
So the lines, they kind of like, they sprout from the shard, but then kind of fade as they get further away from it. So you just see it kind of like just one of them just like glow a bit. You don't really know where it's going or what it's like, where the other end is, because it just fades off.
Okay. When I used the shard in the tribal lands, what happened with the strings in that one again?
You saw like this vast like number of strings, and then you went and you touched one, and when you touched one, your wild magic went off.
I start getting a little frustrated. Something's gotta work. Phelan looks like he's really struggling, but probably Zin would be able to see this. He seems like he's fighting with himself on the inside because of between he thinks this should work, it's just not working, or there's a lot of confusion and frustration in his face.
Right.
And I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb once again. Before anybody says anything, I'm just gonna
All right,
fling it again.
do it again. Roll Arcana.
Well, that dice just rolled everywhere. 16.
16. So this time, as you cast it again, you feel something a little extra. Like you feel something else this time. Almost like a recoil. Shortly after the line glows, you feel like almost kind of a pushback. And right as you feel that pushback, I need you to roll your wild magic.
5.
5. You're able to control it. No. Well, any insights that I can't observe?
I don't know. I felt like I controlled it that time, but
So there's potential.
maybe. I don't know. I felt some sort of pushback,
Hmm.
sort of
Interesting.
response.
He pulls out a notebook and starts writing. Interesting. Well,
Let me one more time.
okay.
I'm gonna rear up my hand. I'm gonna prep a fireball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna launch a fireball down.
All right. What level?
Definitely roll this hard.
What level spell?
Level spell, 3rd level. Just
Third
the
level?
base.
Okay.
That will be an
Again.
18.
An 18. So this time, as you draw from the shard again to cast this, the lines kind of like almost like they used to kind of like sprout and kind of like wave off. They almost like become straight as you see them going all these other places as they kind of go throughout the air and almost to the same view that you had back when you used the shard in the tribal lands. And you throw this fireball. And as you do so, you see one of these lines kind of glow a bright, consistent, glow brightly consistently. And as you throw it, you see this fireball as it moves through these lines. The lines almost like kind of like bend out of the way to make way for this fireball. And then when it hits, it's kind of like a shockwave comes from it, and the lines kind of bow outward and inward. But the glowing line doesn't move. And once the shockwave hits that glowing line, I need you to roll for your wild magic.
18.
18, and you're fine, and you're able to control it. In fact, seeing this, you're able to control it pretty darn well. And right after the spell is cast, that view fades.
Oh,
What was it? What did you feel?
well, I saw these lines.
Mm.
I don't know if it's magic itself or not, but
Lines, you say?
they all seem to come from the shard, spread out, random arcs and things, but
Do they warp at all?
they all were, and then out of the shard, none of them they seem to fade off into the distance at different curves. But when I pulled from the shard, that time they just kind of lined up a little bit.
Fascinating. As he writes as he's writing down in his book.
But I saw one line glow as I cast the spell.
So it glowed when you cast the spell. Was it glowing before?
No, it was not.
Okay. Interesting. Writes down more.
And as the fireball went down, all of the lines moved around it, like they were getting out of its way. And like when it exploded, it almost seemed like there was a ripple, like a shockwave coming back from it that moved all the lines, except for the glowing one. It didn't move until the shockwave finally reached it back to me, and that's when, as soon as the shockwave reached back to the line, I felt my magic start to go haywire, but I felt it a lot easier to stop.
Fascinating. Like the brace of an impact.
Guess.
This is good news. This is progress, Phelan.
Yeah, it is progress.
He finishes writing down, then closes his book. So, shall I expect more research with you?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Aegis, I'm torn between multiple things right now.
Well, what is it?
I trust you as a mentor, but I don't trust this fulcrum that you're a part of. I have no idea what they could try to use this for, even if that's not your intention. It's- I just,
What if I could get you to trust the Fulcrum?
and how would you suggest that?
Well, before I do, would you be more willing if you knew the Fulcrum were sheerly trying to do the best?
Intention means nothing without the actions to back it. And as far as I'm concerned, everything I know about the fulcrum doesn't have the actions to back it.
You kind of nod, walk over, and he'll kind of like gesture to a chair that's like off by the side of this range.
Guess I'll go and sit.
He kind of sits down. Phelan, do you remember all the research we did? More specifically, do you remember the people who helped you?
Yes,
The
of
people
course I
who
do.
put you on, would help you with your magic, help you understand it, help you study? What if I told you that everyone who helped you for your own good were part of the Fulcrum? And I think that's a good place to end for tonight.
Oh, hold on one sec.
Okay. Never mind.
Just one last question. Why were all of these fulcrum people helping me?
Because they want to explore magic to to its fullest extent, just like me. And they didn't want to see someone like you struggling because of a lack of knowledge. Not by your own fault, but by the sheer inability to understand by anyone. They saw a frontier that could be explored to benefit someone. So they did, with the hope that it benefited everyone. That is what the Fulcrum tries to do. And that is how the Fulcrum has helped you. Now would be a good time to end.
Oh man.